What's up? What's up? What's up? Hey everyone. It's Saturday. What's going on with everybody? Hope everybody had a good Saturday. Having a good Saturday. Yes. Let me see who all in the chat. Don't forget everybody hit the like button on your way coming in. Those who in the bushes hit the like button. Honeybee, hey love. Missy, hey love bug. How are y'all? Queen, hey sis. Let me see. Yes. How everybody doing? Honeybee said I would date someone who is incarcerated if I'm with that person before they went in. Yes. Yes. Hey Brown Sweet. Hey love. Thank you, sweetie. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Yes. So the topic for today is, will you date someone who are or have been incarcerated? Now, I've never dated anybody that's been, well, yes I have. Yes I have. But I dated when they was got out. I never had no one that's in there. Um to me, I just feel like if you date someone that goes in there, then that's different because y'all already was together. But to date someone while they're in there, and it depends on how much time they got and what the crime is. Not trying to be judgmental, but you know, I don't want somebody that don't been in there and they don't kill. Excuse me, y'all. That don't kill somebody. Wait, hold up. Rewind. If they kill someone self-defense, nah, they kill someone self-defense, then they wouldn't be in there, I don't think. But it depends. I mean, I would have to do some deep searching. It would have to really, really be some deep searching. Uh, I'm not saying that a person that goes in, because you don't know what they're going in, what they went in there for, unless when you find, once you find out, whatever. But you can't be judgmental because sometimes people get put into a situation to where they get put in there, and everybody deserves a second chance. But see, that's the thing. It's the second chance can be a iffy type of thing. So you got to protect yourself either way. But you don't want to not say, well, I'm not gonna date somebody because they did time. They said definitely what the crime was. Yeah, it depends on what the crime is. It got to be the crime is gonna be the most answer, because like I said, you don't know what you're gonna get. And then on top of that, you don't know if you're gonna mess with someone that got they mind not right. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, it's raining here too. I mean, well, it's starting to rain. Put it like that. Brown. So, and like I said, I've been stuck in the room, so have to find me something to do. But yeah, it depends. You can't be judgmental on a person that's been, that's been locked up or have been to jail, because you got to make it realize that they are human, and they probably made a mistake that got them all up in there. Hey, chocolate latte, how you doing, sweetie? I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, It depends on it really, to me, it depends on the crime. It depends on um what you're in there for. I'm not gonna judge you because you're in there because you let's say mm, I don't know, because I don't know if I want to date someone that don't rob the bank. They might get into their mind, they might want to go rob a bank again, and so you might get, you might rob a bank again and want and have to go back. Then I don't want to date nobody that don't been on uh that murder somebody again, like I said. So it depends. It really depends. Missy said, never been in this situation. People sometimes um, get out with the jail mentality and can't move forward. That's a problem, and that is a problem. That's what I'm saying. That you have to be very careful of who you date. Hey, for real, for real. Hey, love. It depends on what most. Yeah, that's what we were saying. Hey, Shay. Hey, sis. Yeah, it definitely depends on what they're in there for. And the thing about it is, and then on top of that, it depends on how long. How long they're in there too. That also plays a factor with that, because I'm not going to try to date you and you in there and you got 5 more years, 10 more years. No, I'm not. No, I don't. And there's some people that does that. And to be said, if they robbed the bank, you can't trust them. Oh, exactly. Most definitely, honey. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the crime, and then it also go back to where you said, when you said that if they went in there while y'all was together, that's different. But me meeting people that's in there and trying to date with them and talk with them or whatever, because I just can't understand it, how people can do that. I mean, to even start a relationship, and I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm not. I'm really not. I'm really not trying to be. I don't want to do that. Okay, Chocolate. Thank you, love. Thank you for the support. Thank you so much. But you said you're listening. Okay. But yeah, never a thief. Right, Missy. Because then you got to think about it. The thief going to steal your stuff. And I know they don't want to, come out and tell it. But, I just, it's a lot. Hey, J4. Hey, love. My brother in the building. I'm going to shoot him because he had my stomach hurt yesterday. What should I say? I'm not dating a person who been incarcerated. Oh, right. That's what I'm saying. It depends, y'all. It really do. Missy said a liar and a thief can't be trusted. I mean, I know that, and I know there's some that get out and say, that change their life, but do it really change your life? Do you really get out and stay out? Or dating a person who's lying about being incarcerated? Right. I don't see that. I don't see how you can. But let's okay. Again, it's two different things. We was together when you went in, and I met you while you was in. So it's two different things. Because you can't say, because you already with this person, so you don't know for sure exactly. I mean, you know the person that went in, but you don't know the person that coming out. So I don't want to think that you should be judgmental on the person that's just coming out, because at the end of the day, you could be missing out on a good person. I mean, it varies. That's why some don't like, when they get out, they don't like to say, what they went in for, which they should let you know what they went in there for. MGR. What about the people lying about their age? that too. That too. That's why you got some. It's so much. It's so much that you got to be cautious about the situation, and you got to be cautious about having a relationship. Some lie and pretend like they have changed and still be the hood rat they was before, and that's some, not all. There's some that do that. That's true, but not all. Shay, um, they just become better at the crime sometimes. That too, Missy. See, and then they learn different things. I'm like I said, I've never been in prison, and I'm not gonna be judgmental on them because at the end of the day, there are some good people that comes out of there. It's their mind frame. People lie about their ages all the time, and they do. As long as it's not big gap or stretch out too long. True. Mm-hmm. MGR says Christ was incarcerated. Yeah, yeah. And I see where you're going with that. And you're right, MGR. You're right. You most definitely right. Lie about the age instead of the same. Yes. Lying is lying. Most definitely. Most definitely. There's a little lie in big ones. Shay, you crazy. Hey, dip. Yes, and that's true. That is definitely true. Who this is? Okay, this Shay.
Hey y'all. Hey Miss Renee.
Hey, love.
You know I had to say something
Hey,
about that.
love.
I had to say something about that. Look, a lie is a lie. However, lying about your background as far as being incarcerated is not the same as lying about age. Unless you are like years younger or older, then it could be a hot mess. But it's not the same. When people lie about their background and tell you they have never been incarcerated or they wasn't on probation and things like that, that's totally different than someone telling you that they are 48 and they really are 56 and when you are 50 and you're not too far from age. Okay, that's totally different lies. I mean, yes, lies are lies. Okay, but it's still a different type of lie. Okay, it's not the same thing. There are small lies and then there are big lies. Okay, some people tell really big lies that can come back to haunt you if you get involved in certain things or if you have to do certain things. Your background plays a role into things. Okay, like if you're trying to get something and you're not telling me that you was incarcerated, and then I find out once we are applying for something or we're doing something else together. If I'm telling you that I'm 48 but I'm really 56, that's not really going to do too much. I mean, unless I carry it on forever and don't never expose nothing to you. Okay, it may be reasons why I'm not saying my actual age, which I may have told you the reasons why I didn't tell you my actual age, but that's not the same thing because me and the person may be on the same in the same age group. You see what I'm saying? Like if I meet a 20-some-year-old dude, I'm not gonna say to a 20-some-year-old dude, I'm 48 or I'm 46 or I'm 42 because he's like 20 years old.
Why can it always be an excuse for why you lie? Y'all sitting in judgment. The question is, will you date someone who are or have been incarcerated? Let's talk about it. So people that's incarcerated, so I threw out there Christ was incarcerated. So why, if Christ is incarcerated, then there should be any judgment of anybody that's been incarcerated. When they get incarcerated and they come out, have they paid the judgment that what the judge, the person in that black suit. So who the fuck is we as people supposed to judge them again? And they supposed to forever, even after they paid their debt to society for whatever it is they did. And they locked Christ up for nothing. He didn't even do anything. But he still paid a debt to society. So we supposed to sit here in judgment 2,000 something years later. Now we supposed to sit in judgment of people that's been incarcerated. What about the wrongly incarcerated that get out after spending 40 years in jail and then DNA shows they didn't commit a crime? Something wrong with them?
I feel what you're saying.
And listen, is the topic of being incarcerated. Is that the first thing you're supposed to open up with and talk to somebody about? I don't think so. That ain't the first thing I would tell anybody.
Right. And you know what? And that's why I say it goes so many ways, because at the end of the day, you don't know, a person that's coming out and their mindset is, I'm going out and I'm trying to do better, but they don't want nobody to be, they don't want to be judged when they get out, because there are some, like I say, I sat here just a few minutes ago and I was like, and I was saying, well, maybe I would judge the person because it depends on what their crime is. But then at the end of the day, you don't, I mean, a person can go in there, they can murder somebody, but like I said, at the end of the day, it could be because of the fact that they protecting themselves, or you know, it depends. It depends on. But everybody deserves a second chance. I mean, maybe that one time may have really taught them, look, don't be doing this, don't be fucking up like this. But
can I say? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Miss Renee.
But then at the same time, then you want to think
better than somebody else. We're all human beings. We make mistakes in life. We lie. We do everything that we shouldn't do. But at some things, sometimes people wake up at certain points in their lives and they say, listen, I don't want to live like this. I don't want to do drugs anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. And so what? If they don't want that to be the defining point of their life, that doesn't have to be the center of their life. That's where they learn that.
Right.
To learn to turn away from being whatever it is that they want.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah, hold on. You get to say something. One second, Shay. Hold on. Let me
okay.
See.
Okay.
Everybody, J4, okay. I'm behind. J4 said, Shay, and somebody will lie about little things, and the things that doesn't matter, they will lie about anything significant. So I don't know if this what you were touching on. My bad if it she trying to say it wasn't, if it wasn't. Oh, then Honeybee said she had a brother. I'm glad my brother is a police. I get the run. I know that's right. Let me calm down. Hey, such a lady.
Okay.
Let me go on down.
I think Honeybee want to be telling that she having people names. Her brother is a police and get people names ran. That's a crime.
That's a crime.
You want to be telling on. That ain't something you want to be saying up on YouTube with all these rats around here.
Hey, such a lady, sis. Okay, I'm going down to make sure. I want to make sure because the chat is going. Hold on, let me see. I know I'm coming, J4. I know I'm so behind. I'm just like,
that's how I be. You gotta look at it on the other screen, Miss Renee.
No, most people. J4 said most people will sleep with each other or get in a relationship and never ask about a rap sheet. True. Missy says, I give people a chance. Once you show your true face, I'm judging your current. Okay, exactly. Hey, B lady. Hey, love. Welcome to the chat. Okay, I'm going down. Okay,
truth be told, these men, if you're a man and you out there, you might want to check some of these ladies out. They checking you out. You might want to check some of these ladies out. And I'm gonna get off here, Miss Renee. Thanks for having a good topic. I just wanted to put my 2 cents in there. But
thank you,
LGI. Something. Thanks for having another good topic. I'm loving it.
Thank you for the support. I appreciate it.
Okay. Miss Renee, can I say what I was going to say?
Okay, go, Shay.
Okay. The thing is that the thing is that we're not judging people when we say what our preference is. Okay. Yeah, people do change their life around, but that doesn't mean you want to get involved with a rapist or a murderer or even a thief. Everybody has their own preference. And to J4, right. When people lie, lies are lies. But let me tell you a secret. Everybody in this world lies because you're not perfect. Okay. All lies are not the same. Okay. Some people lie about little bitty things. Some people lie about big things. And just because you lie about something small, it does not mean you're going to lie about something big. That's not true. Okay. Listen, I don't tell anyone my age. Okay. Because of the industry I'm being in and things like that. I just don't. It's not a good look. It's not a good look to be over a certain age. That's why I don't tell anyone. I don't give a crap who I meet unless I'm very serious about them and we are actually going to talk. The only reason why you guys know my age is because of it was revealed. Okay. I don't tell anyone. Okay. Because people, like I said, because of what I'm trying to be into and all the things that I do, point blank. Okay. So with that being said, because I tell somebody, I don't tell somebody my actual age when I just meet them. It's not mean that I'm gonna lie to them about every single thing. But when you purposely, if I come and ask you, have you ever been in jail? Jail is a serious thing. I don't care what nobody say. Okay. I have a son who is in law enforcement as well. Okay. As well as other relatives. I also went to school for law at first. Okay. Being incarcerated is a very serious thing. It can stop you if you with a partner who has a record, a background, especially a bad one, and you're trying to get certain things or you're trying to be around a certain, just certain things, that stuff can come back to hunt you. Okay. Point blank, it can hinder things. So if I'm asking you, have you ever been in jail? You can just say yes or no, or I refuse to tell you because I don't want to talk about that right now. Point blank. You don't have to lie about that because you don't know who you may be dating. You could be dating a damn rapist. You want a rapist around your kids? You want a murderer around you? Somebody who's been in jail for domestic violence? Do you want them around you? For me, I look at the
Hey,
crimes.
is you being personal
No, I'm
at
just
this
talking
moment?
about. No, I'm just talking about people who I have dealt with. Period. I'm not being personal, but I'm saying basically for my preference that because when you ask the question, I'm not basing the question on what everybody else choose. I'm basing it on what I would do. I'm saying no. I mean, it depends on what the person went to jail for. That's what I said in the comments. If they went to jail for certain reasons and certain things, I'm not talking to them. I have to look at what they went to jail for. But then we start talking about lying. Okay. And then somebody put in the chat about lying about age. And I had to say, because I don't tell nobody my age, I had to use that as a what's the name? Because that affected me, when you bring up the age thing, because I don't tell people my age. You know what I'm saying? And that's anybody that I meet. And I'm just telling you, you guys why I do that. And it's not the same type of lies because everybody in this world lies. Nobody on this planet is 100% truthful. You do your taxes and you say you made a certain amount of money or you claim deductions that you don't supposed to claim. Those are lies. If you tell me that you did certain things, you didn't do it. Those are lies. Okay. All lies are not rated the same. You're not going to go to jail for telling somebody you're 40 unless you mess around with a 16-year-old, something like that. And that's different. But you're not going to go to jail for telling somebody that you're slightly older or younger and they're around the same age bracket. But you can cause a lot of things if you're lying about your criminal background, especially certain offenses. If your ass is a sex offender and you're telling me, no, you've never been incarcerated and I don't know, and then you're around my kids, why wouldn't I be alarmed about that? That's not the same type of lying. It just isn't.
Oh, right. Hold on. I'm gonna answer that. Let me catch up. Most people will sleep with each other just to get or get in a relationship and never ask about the rap shit. I said I'm way behind. I'm coming, y'all. I'm coming. Okay. Such a lady said, I take everyone at face value. J4 says, Miss Renee, you're drowning. I know I'm catching up. Such a lady says, she can say what the fuck she want here.
What?
She
What?
must have been talking in the comments.
Oh,
They
okay.
missed it. And then Lady V is here. And then Honey says, oh, I'm not getting involved, YouTube drama. I'm talking, wait a minute. Y'all, my glasses that talking to the guy that is trying to come around my kids. Okay. Right. I understand what you're saying on that one. Facts. Is that triple? And no, that wasn't triple. Such a such fucking link said, I take everyone at face value. I don't give a fuck about your past. It's about who you are today. If you prove to me you're not worth, then that's what it is. Okay. And that's facts. Missy says, we are speaking in general, not one specific person. J4 said no. I was acting, was tripping. Oh, okay. I think I'm catching up now. I think I'm catching up.
The reason why I said, let me tell you something. The
Um,
reason why I had
being
to,
personal. Hold on, I'm coming. I'm coming. Cause I got a lot of people don't ask the questions. Hold on, I have to make. I have to make. He is not a child rapist. I feel you, and you should do a background on someone that especially that's coming out. I really think that it should be done. I don't think anyone being personal. That's being personal with MGR, and I hope that it's not. Um, speaking in general, and I was talking about lies in general, not lies by someone incarcerated. Okay, Honey said true. J4 said, Miss Renee, I hate to leave this live, but because this is a damn good live, but I'm about to watch the
playoffs.
game. Oh, I came on at the wrong time with the family, Miss Renee. If you're alive tonight, I'll slide. Okay. Oh, I forgot.
That's why I got off.
Oh, I did not know. I might have to end my live. 10 commandment, thou should not lie.
But everybody do lie. Okay, so thou should not steal, kill, and a lot of other stuff. But everybody does lie because you're not God. The thing is, you don't supposed to make it be you're not supposed to be a compulsive liar, lying all the time.
Hi, Missy says, if you have serious record and in fact job opportunities, credit score, it will hold you, and it definitely will hold you back. J4, I love you, bro. Enjoy the game, J4, and yeah, yes, and we agree. Child rapist has been caught yet. Right. Okay. I think I'm caught up. But okay, now you can go ahead and say what you was gonna say. But let me say this right here. But I do understand. I do understand that about how Honeybee, how she was saying that you want to do a background check and you want to give that person the opportunity to tell you that. And MGR, I understand what you saying when you was up here, that sometimes they may be cautious on coming out and telling their background. But I feel, and it's just my opinion, I feel if you take the relationship serious and you see that it's going somewhere and you haven't revealed, I think that you should reveal before y'all get to that next step to being in a relationship. That give that person the opportunity to say, well, if I want to be in this relationship, I'll be in this relationship. I don't think that you should wait till you get into the relationship. Then you say, oh, I forgot to tell you, or I didn't tell you that, I was incarcerated for X, Y, and Z. When you should let that be known before the relationship gets started. If it's going, and I understand that, those who have, and that goes for men and women that really don't want to reveal that because they don't know, they don't want to be judged on what they did, and it might mess the relationship up. So I could see it going to, I see it both ways. How about that? I see it both ways. And MGR, thank you for the cash app. I appreciate it. Thank you. And you always support me. Thank you. But I could see it going that way. You know what I mean? But that person does have the right to know before they get in a relationship with you. Now, if you're just talking and you don't know if it's going to go anywhere, that's why I say it's like an iffy type thing, because then you don't want to expose yourself to somebody, and then you don't want to expose it, and then they judge you right then and there. So you want to try. I get it, but a person has the right to know if you have been incarcerated and what you've been incarcerated for.
Right. I definitely agree that people, I don't care when you meet someone, not when the first day you meet someone, but certainly if you're talking to someone for weeks and you're talking about serious stuff and you're trying to get into a serious relationship, you definitely should be telling them that you have a criminal background. Because if you're not ashamed of it, why would you not want to tell them? They can't do nothing with that information because you've been incarcerated. You telling them so they can make the decision if they want to continue on talking to you or not. If you don't tell them, you're being unfair. Because if someone
so you should tell us a whole bunch of shit that you should be telling people at the beginning. Because why should people talk to people that lie about their age in the beginning? So that means that you lied in the beginning. So then down the line,
why do you keep on talking about age?
Lies from you. So the same thing with the incarceration. The incarceration shouldn't be your opening salvo when you're talking to somebody. That should be when you're getting down the line, you start revealing stuff about each other. As you get to trust people, you start revealing more.
I disagree with that. I think when you meet a person and you're talking,
you don't just come out. I don't know anybody that comes out and just say, yo, I was locked up before.
But not like that. When you start talking to someone for a couple
okay, all right. So then you just gonna tell me everything bad about yourself or your history first?
Yeah, a lot of stuff I tell.
Find out who you are right now.
Listen, when you meet a person on the first meet, of course you're not gonna go, do you have a criminal background? But after you start talking for some days, a week, and you should be telling the person that if they ask you, yes, I've been incarcerated. It's not a big deal, especially if you didn't do like something really crazy. It's not a big deal. So yeah, I've been incarcerated. That way they can see if they want to continue on or not. Okay, for me.
So let me ask you this. So Shay, as yourself, aren't you already subscribed to something where you look people up before you start talking to them? Or if you're interested, don't you look them up on the line and find out who they are? Be honest.
Okay, I'm getting ready to be honest right now. You're darn right, I do. I've said it many times.
So you already know that they have a background.
No, I don't listen. I don't just listen. When I say I look people up, you need to listen and stop talking. I'm saying when I start talking to people, like when I was talking to you, I ran you to see if you had a criminal record.
Listen, that was after I rest my case. Talking. I told you it was personal. I'm getting off of here now. I told you it's
you
personal.
Need to. You need to, because you've been personal the whole time. When you brought up the age thing, you were talking about me. You was being personal then.
I was just live. Miss Renee told me she was going live, so I told Miss Renee I'm ending my live so I could go to your live.
No, listen. I talked about the incarceration. I said that I have to look at what the person did. You can go read my message. You said if someone lies about their age, isn't that the same thing? And you know who you was talking about. You knew who you was talking about.
A lie is a lie. If a person lies about,
dude, you lied about a lot of stuff. But you lied about a lot of stuff.
That's all I'm saying. It's not.
But you lied about a lot of stuff.
Of you or anything. It's just
you lied about a lot of stuff.
Lying is a lie. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to say nothing towards you.
But you did that. You did that when you bought the age thing there.
Lies.
But you did that when you bought the age there. But you did that.
Miss Renee's chat, because now
but you did that.
And I'm just saying that
Miss Renee, he did that when he bought the age thing in it. Because Miss Renee, he did that when he bought the age thing in it. When he said that in the chat, what if they lie about the age? That's a lie too. He know who he was talking about. That's why I came on the live to let you know that I'm not talking about. I'm talking about I look at the offenses first. And no, they are not the same type of lies. I don't care what you say. They are not the same. Okay? They are not the same.
So if somebody lies, so you're saying that there's degrees of lie. You can lie about one thing and then don't lie about the other thing. So if they lie, so first of all, there's lies that where you just don't say anything, or there's a lie where you just come out and misrepresent something. So there's a lie of omission. So somebody might not come right out and tell you, yo, I've been incarcerated. That's a lie of omission, but it's still a lie. It's not something that you open up with when you meet somebody.
But I don't recall asking anybody that when I first met.
I was incarcerated. No, everybody should investigate and get to know the person that you're dealing with. You want to know about that person that you're dealing with. You want to know. Listen, it's not only important for somebody to know if you've been incarcerated. I want to know if I'm dealing with a woman that's ever fucking cheated on a man. because I don't want to be with that woman that cheats on a man. So it's more things than to have somebody being incarcerated. Because guess what? Being incarcerated, you can overcome that. I've been incarcerated. I own my own company, so I don't have to worry about no job. I don't have to worry about nobody trying to run. My credit is all right. I don't have no problems getting anything that I want.
You're missing the whole point.
I ain't touched no kids. I ain't raped nobody. I ain't did nothing. And I showed mines, and mines had to do with my business and touching banks, making lies on application.
But you're still missing the whole point.
And tell everybody about that.
You're missing the whole point. You're missing the whole point. I'm saying this. When I meet someone, no, I don't start off asking people, are they incarcerated? When we start talking for some days, yes, I'm going to ask you everything that I want to ask you. You don't have to answer it. But at the same time, you need not to say, no, I was never incarcerated. I don't go and look up people when I first meet them. But you're darn right, I'm going to look you up after a couple of weeks, especially if I think you are lying to me about something. I'm not stupid. You're going to look up people if you think they're lying on you. I have children. You don't want certain type of people around your kids and your family and stuff like that. And yes, all lying is lying. However, yes, it is degrees of lying. For human beings, it is, not for God. But human beings, it is. Y'all be realistic. Everybody lies, okay? Everybody lies. Every single day. Everybody does. Nobody is immune to that. But we're not talking about lies like that. We're talking about would you date a person if they was incarcerated. And you came up with the age thing when he knew that he was talking about what I lied about. And that's why I had to say what I said, Miss Renee, because that was plainly ridiculous. Why even bring that up? Hell yeah, I lied about my age. I don't never tell anybody my age, ever. Okay, I only tell people that when I get to know them, okay? And when I found out that he was lying to me about his criminal background, I wasn't going to share anything with him. And you lied to me about major stuff. I didn't even know you was on probation. You lied about that too, so stop. Stop doing that.
Let me say this. Let me say something about Missy Love Bug. I love you. Thank you for the Cash App. You always support me. I thank you so much, Love Bug. I do. I appreciate you every day. I do. I really do. Because you truly show me support. You and MGR. MGR, are you still in the room? I'm gonna say this right here. I'm gonna say this. Too loud. Okay. I'm gonna say this right here. YouTube has a really, really, really bad thing going on. Y'all energy is so bad when it comes to each other. You guys, y'all got something serious, because it's like, I'm gonna be 100. I'm gonna keep it. That's
okay. Go ahead.
I keep stuff 100.
Go ahead.
Whatever y'all had in the past and what y'all did and what went on is behind y'all. Y'all should not be still stuck in the same little box that y'all in, bickering at each other, because that's what it is. Y'all bicker at each other. Y'all attacking each other, attacking. Whatever that need to be said, need to be go ahead and be said and let go. Y'all cannot drag this on. Y'all don't drag 2022 shit over to 2023. Y'all need to let it go. Y'all, you don't mess with him. He don't mess with you. If y'all be over here, y'all don't have to say nothing to each other. Y'all don't have to throw slick stuff at each other. It's really, really some beef that y'all need to handle. And I'm gonna say this right here today, right now. If y'all need to get this shit off, let's get it off right now.
Well, let me get it off right now.
Y'all can get past it. Y'all gotta let that go.
Okay, well, let me get it off.
Y'all. No, listen to me. And I'm keeping it 100, sis. I'm going to keep it 100, because that's what I do. Y'all, it didn't work out. Let it go. Stop throwing jabs at each other, because y'all throwing jabs at each other constantly, all the time. Not only just in here. Y'all throwing jabs at each other. It is something that you really deeply need to say to him. Go ahead and say it. And I'm
Yeah, I
telling him
do.
the same thing. MGR, if you something deeply you need to say to her, go ahead and say it. Get it on out. So that way y'all won't have these run-ins and not have making a. I watch both of y'all. I watch both of y'all. And y'all both throw jabs at each other. You do. And whatever they need, whatever it is, get it out and move on.
Okay.
Because y'all shouldn't be going at each other like that. And it should not. I talked to you, Shay, and I talked to MGR. I talked to MGR behind the scenes. I have had conversations with him, and I only keep it 100. I only keep it 100. It just does not make no sense for y'all to be jabbing at each other like that. It's not. Y'all got something serious that need to be handled.
Okay. My problem with MGR, and to keep it honest with you, we still talk, not as in dating type of talking, but we be cordial with each other. My problem with him is he do just what he did today. I wasn't talking about him. I said that I will talk to somebody who is incarcerated.
Wait, before you start, and MGR, you right. Everything is not for the internet. It's really not. But it's really not. But it's already out there. It's already out there. Y'all stuff is already out there. And y'all need to, if y'all need a mediator, call
you the
me.
mediator right now.
Everybody on 3-way, and we can handle this shit and get it on out, so y'all can move on.
The thing about it, Miss Renee, ain't nobody needs a mediator. I'm not going to discuss nothing that happened recently or anything we talk about, just like I did on my channel. However, he knows what my issue is with him. Okay. When I'm talking in a chat, you don't bring up something that I may have lied about you. You was talking about incarceration, not me. I just told you, answer your question when you said, would you date somebody who went to jail? I said, it depends on what they did. Point blank. He came back with the age, if they lie about the age and all this other bull crap. And I know, nobody else may not know, but I know he's talking to me. Why even bring that up? So yes, I wanted to address that. Was why would you bring that up? I don't sit on my live and just talk about him unless he do something that we agree for him not to do. Okay, and I already discussed that on my chat, because on my panel, because that's what he did recently. He knows what he did. I don't like that. Him and I are cordial to each other. Of course, we don't like what each other did, the argument and all that stuff. We'll get past that. The thing is, he should have never brought up the age thing, because you didn't say nothing about no age. We were talking about being incarcerated. Then he want to bring up, I'll do checks on people. I sure do.
No, age thing was brought up, and age thing was brought up. I think it was J4 that he made a comment or something. It wasn't MGR that said something about the age. It was J4 that said something about the age thing. MGR did not. He didn't say nothing. MGR did not say nothing about the age thing.
He said it first before J4. J4 said
it was J4 first.
Okay, but still, he still didn't have to say anything regarding that.
When you first started your live, this is Shay's Tube's first remark. Or
what did I say?
She says, or dating a person who lies about
being incarcerated.
That's personal shot at me that she's saying that I lied to her. I'm seeing this, Miss Renee. I just came over here. That's the first thing she puts in the chat.
But I wasn't talking about you.
Whoa. It says, will you date someone who are or have been incarcerated? Let's talk about it. Shay's first comment says, or dating a person. She's changing it, your topic, to or dating a person who lies about being incarcerated, something that she believes that I did to her, because I didn't come right out and tell her I was incarcerated before. And you just heard her say it again. And I didn't know he was on probation. I didn't know all of this. That ain't my,
because you start talking about the age.
I'm talking. I finished talking.
All I'm doing is
that was your. So you said you just try to make everybody believe up here that I started it. I'm looking
Dude,
at the chat.
I wasn't
I'm
trying.
not
Listen,
saying anything. So
dude,
then
I wasn't talking about you though. I didn't say your name.
I waited.
I wasn't talking about you.
I said subliminals. So then I said,
know that's what you think because you're so
people
crazy
lying
in the mind
about their age? Because she says lie about being incarcerated. That's not your topic.
We're still talking about being incarcerated.
They have already said that they've been incarcerated because that's what your title says.
But that doesn't mean I cannot say lying about incarcerated. The only reason you feel attacked because you know that's what you did. That doesn't mean I can't say what about people being lying about they being incarcerated. They don't tell you that they was incarcerated. It does not mean I'm talking about you.
How many people you dated that lied about being incarcerated?
Don't worry about that. But the thing about it is this right here. You don't know that I was. You don't know that I was talking about you, and you made it. You changed the whole subject to age. I stayed on incarceration.
I just changed the subject to lies. I didn't change it about age. I just said lies.
You still shouldn't have been saying anything about that and elaborating on that point blank.
I told you, Miss Renee. I told you what it was. It was personal. So I just came
like you wasn't doing nothing personal.
I just showed that it was personal.
Like you wasn't doing nothing personal.
Like you wasn't doing nothing personal. I ain't come up here to disrupt it. I told you.
But that's what you're doing.
This is not for the internet, and I don't want to talk about this on the internet. Just like she said, that ain't what you're saying behind the scenes. But every time you get a chance to get on Miss Renee's channel, you take little jabs. You think people don't?
No, you take that personally because you think I'm talking about you.
If I
take that seriously
of you, Shay. If I went and showed the text messages,
I don't care.
I'm specifically telling you, I saw you on Miss Renee's channel. Why you keep taking jabs at me, and then you apologizing? Then that would show that you was taking jabs at me.
Are you crazy? Let me say something, please, because you don't let people talk. I apologize, dude, because I offended you, whether I think I'm offending you or not, like people do. It doesn't, because I apologize don't mean that I'm purposely taking jabs at you. You're insecure about that because of the stuff that I said. You think every time that I say certain things. Can I finish, please? Please. You're taking offense to what I say because everything that I say, you think I'm talking about you. And in case that is not it, you are not the only person I ever talked to. Okay? You're not the only person I've talked to. Right. Okay? Because I call somebody.
Hey, the first part of being an adult is accepting responsibilities.
But you need to accept responsibilities.
That's the first one.
You don't accept nothing.
When you're wrong about something, and it's not always that you're wrong about something, it's that people can take that as that. And when you say certain things, the way people take it, some people may know that what you're talking about, other people don't. So
but you need to listen to what you say.
And
you need to do the same thing.
What I'm saying, that's exactly why.
But you need to do the same thing.
I said this to her. I said, you stay on there and you study take jabs to her personally, not on here. I said it to her personally, and she keeps doing it.
But you do the same thing, my guy. You do the same thing.
Just to let her know, I see what you said, and I'm just letting her know so she can have a point of reference where I'm showing you that you're doing it live, not to upset your chats, any of that.
But you do the same thing. You do the same thing. But you do the same thing all the time. You take jabs, and that's why I take them back. You darn right. You take jabs, and I take them back.
Anybody can go to my channel and see any of my lives, and we're talking about anybody. We're over there trying to turn
Micah, you did it. Micah, you did it yesterday. You did it yesterday, Micah. Okay, so she want to get up here and tell y'all. So let me tell y'all what he did yesterday. I wasn't going to say anything. Okay, so anyway, first of all, when he was on his live yesterday, he put up that little chat thing from him, and I guess I don't know where he got it from, where what's the name said he was going to have me and Lady Ray up on his platform. Okay, he was trying to defend it somewhat, but what he did in there, he was like, Lady Ray shades too, but Lady Ray don't want to do blase because I killed all of that. But then he come back with a low blow and say, they don't want me to go back and get those videos and put them up. Basically, he won the whole thing. They know to fall back and things like that. Why even say all of that? Why even say all of that on your page? And then not only did he do that, when I was talking to Philly Rican on your panel, Mrs. Renee, okay, we were all talking. We was talking about relationships. And yes, I mentioned a relationship because that's the last one I was in talking to you. Okay, so I mentioned it and was talking about it. Philly Rican didn't do shit but laugh, and that's it. Okay, he didn't have no comments. He made jokes, and that was it. This dude calls me up on the phone, on me about being on your panel. Then he got on me about Philly Rican talking about I was flirting with him, and he was flirting with me. I'm like, the dude got a whole woman. Why would I be flirting with this dude?
Shay,
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Whoa,
Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm going to tell them the whole story since you like to lie.
What
Now,
you're not
this is what he always do, y'all. This is what he always do.
Another video where you're trying to put my personal information out again.
It's mine.
You keep doing it. You keep doing
get off the live.
So if you want me to go live and start putting out personal information, I will go live. You come on people's channel and you start talking about personal information
going to tell
that my daughters can see. And I'm tired of you doing it.
I'm going to tell them because you always try to play that role. As I was saying, he can holler all day. He can holler. He can holler all day, Miss Renee. He can holler all day, Miss Renee.
Keeps trying to put stuff out, and I told her,
Miss Renee,
my daughters get to see this stuff, and she keeps
doing
it. So now she keeps She keeps.
Let me tell you, Miss Renee. Let me tell you. Let me tell you
about no conversation.
Y'all know why he talking loud. Y'all know why he talking loud because he don't want y'all to hear this. Y'all, he don't want y'all to hear this. Y'all, he don't want y'all to hear this. Y'all, he does not want
information.
It's mine.
For the internet. It's not meant for the internet.
It's mine.
Okay. You know what? I see right now that y'all not going to be able. I see it, and I see
Miss Renee, let me finish.
Because it's let it go. It's obviously that it's not y'all not gonna be able to talk to each other.
No, I'm not. The only
it's not gonna work on here. So
listen,
this ain't group counseling.
The only one that's hollering
about personal information that's supposed to remain personal because it
don't have to
personally. It was
trying
to you.
My God, you can't even.
On the internet.
You can't even get a word in with this dude. Okay, you can't even get a word in. Y'all, he don't want y'all to know because he know what he does. He know what he does. He don't want y'all to know what he does. But I'm gonna tell what you do since you like to run your mouth and try to paint stuff another way. Be quiet.
Now, Miss Renee, I'm gonna starts, I'm gonna go and mute my mic and watch how personal and you can see the heart of a person.
Okay, and I'm getting ready to show him.
I just told her. And you just spoke about people's kids being brought in it.
Miss Renee, please mute him before I mute him.
That's not meant to be you know what? And it'll bring my kids into it. Watch it. I'm going to mute my mic. Watch her.
No, we finna drop it. We finna drop it.
Miss Renee.
We finna let it go. We finna let it go because, no, we finna let it go. No, we finna let it go.
But see, I know how to talk calm, Miss Renee. Okay, I wasn't getting ready to release nothing
I should have
personal
never
like that.
said that. I mean, because it's 10. We're going away from the topic.
And what I was getting ready to do,
like I said, at the end of the day, everybody don't need to know y'all business. We just gonna drop it. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna go back to the topic. We're gonna go back to what we were saying, and because it's this between what y'all got going on is really deep. It's deep. It's deeper than just no. We're gonna let it go. We're gonna go back to the topic.
Well, I'm gonna talk about it on my page because the thing is, he don't ever let nobody talk. He don't let people tell stuff. He don't want you guys to know. That's why he starts screaming. When I say he's not telling y'all everything, he isn't. Okay, I'm trying to stay calm until I get over talked and don't be able to say a word. I'm trying to stay calm.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I'm your counselor today, and I do not want to hear this bullshit. Take y'all personal problems somewhere else, man. Oh, fuck.
Hold on one second, y'all.
That's the first thing I heard that was said real on here. It's not for here. I just said everything is not for the internet.
Yeah, everything is not for the internet. We finna let that go. We finna get back on the topic because everybody's in the chat saying they want to talk about the topic So we're gonna go back to the topic because this is deep.
Okay.
I didn't realize how deep it was. This is deep.
Well, Mr. Renee, it's just like this. Okay, I can talk about it on my own panel. I could have did it today. The only reason I was bringing that up is because he's lying to y'all. Okay, he's not telling you guys the full story. Okay, what he did and the reason why I reacted the way I reacted. He never does. He always tell half of the story. Then when I start trying to tell it, he do just what he did today. Start screaming on the thing, the same way he do on the phone, and you can't get a word in and gets mad. I'm not even mad. I'm just trying to tell you guys. I wasn't even going to tell you nothing personal. I was just telling you about how the Philly Rican thing started, why he got mad about that. That's it. You know, that's it. And then what he did and why I reacted the way that I reacted.
Okay, well, we'll talk about this another time. We getting back on the topic.
Okay.
Hey, I wasn't trying to disrespect nobody, but
I know.
I listen to y'all, and I know what type. I don't know him, but I listen to him, and I know what type of person he is, and I don't really want to hear him screaming and yelling and all that shit. So
okay,
that's why I said what I said. But if you talk
you
your
was
shit
right.
on your show, I'll pop out.
But you was right when you told me when you said that. You know, I know who I'm talking to and stuff. That's why I just be quiet because you right about that. You know, I just want everybody to know he's lying. He's not telling the whole truth. Even with the Philly Rican thing, that's what my lie was about today. Trying to tell. I didn't go into strict details, but I was telling people that it stemmed deeper than what he was doing with Philly Rican. That wasn't right because he was pissed off at me and something that he thought I was doing. He does that all the time and then try to turn it to make it look like I'm doing everything.
Okay, so like I say, the topic is when you date someone who or have been incarcerated.
Hell no, I wouldn't date no damn convict.
Why? Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you want to date why?
Cause I'm an upstanding citizen. I don't want no damn convict in my house.
Right, shit.
But you never know what a person, did to have to get incarcerated. So,
and I don't want to learn.
I was just fucking with
you, Miss Renee. I was just fucking with you.
So no, you want a woman, if she was incarcerated for murder, you gonna still date her?
It depends on how she treat me.
You gonna still date a murderer? Shit, I ain't.
But that's why I was saying earlier. You don't know what the reason. Okay, a person that probably got charged with murder. You don't know if it was self-defense.
I'm saying if it's not self-defense, that's why I called it murder. That's why I called it murder.
Self-defense murder is murder. Murder is murder.
No, you don't go to jail if it's 100% self-defense. I had to use self-defense. Okay, I had to use self-defense on somebody, and I almost beat them up. Okay.
So you got a body?
No, I didn't kill the person, but I didn't get in trouble. Somebody, it was this dude who, he like broke in my place, right? And he, broke in and shit and was doing the most. And I had to defend myself. Okay. And I called the police and everything. And I almost did. I stabbed him and I almost killed his ass too. And I called the police and everything. And so that was straight up self-defense and everything. You know what I'm saying? So if somebody went to jail for murder, okay, some people do get tried and convicted and they be innocent, but still I just cannot trust that because you don't know, there's no excuse for straight up murder, okay, in my opinion, unless somebody is messing with your kids or something like that. But then you're going to talk to the person anyway. You're not just going to dismiss the person because they say they went to jail for murder. You're going to ask them what happened. You're going to talk to them about it. Then you make a decision from there. Okay, just like if somebody went to jail for being a thief, you're not just going to automatically dismiss them unless you just don't want nobody being in jail or nothing. You're going to find out what did they do so you can see how serious it is and see if you want to continue talking to this person. And I think everybody pretty much look at that. Ain't nobody want to date somebody that's a criminal and they just a heartless criminal, because if they was doing a life of crime to get in jail, they probably going to go back to it eventually.
But
a lot of them do.
A person. These days you can go to jail for anything. Like I say earlier,
that's why I said you got degrees. That's why I said you got degrees.
If you date someone and then they end up going in there and going into incarceration, then that's different. Honestly, really, it's different because you was already dating them. But if they already incarcerated, you trying to build a relationship with them, the thing about it is, how you gonna build a relationship with somebody that's already locked up? But at the same time, I do believe in second chance. So again, like we were saying earlier, it depends on the crime. I'm not gonna date nobody that's a rapist. I'm not gonna date
no.
I'm not. That just not. Second
Hell
chance,
to the
no
hell
chances,
no.
none of that.
No
I'm just not
rapist,
gonna do that.
no abuser. I'm not dating nobody who kills somebody. Unless it's self-defense, and it better be true self-defense. I'm not dating nobody who is a damn ridiculous thief that just keep on thieving and shit. I ain't talking about somebody going to the store and shoplift. I'm talking about some hardcore thief, okay, that's purposely doing stuff and continuously doing. I'm not dating him either.
So
Okay,
I
it's a
guess
lot of
I'm
people
for
I'm
that
not
one.
gonna date. You be doing that?
Well, Ben said I'm dating a convict now, and she is still standing on 10 toes still for me. But see, this is the thing though.
For him.
The difference with you, Ben, is that you was already dating. Y'all was already
Right.
dating when she went in. I think. Now I don't know. Did you meet her while she was incarcerated? So I mean that's a different. I don't know. I should ask you that a long time ago, but I don't know if you was dating her already and then she got incarcerated. But like I said, at the end of the day, it also depends on your crime. To me, I don't want to, like I said, at the end of the day, I don't want to be judgmental on someone, but I'm just saying, if she is like, okay, he said he was already dating her, so I mean that's
Right. That's
different because
different.
that's different because you was already dating her and she went in. But I'm saying if she dating someone that is already in there and then they come out, but she killed the person. But the thing about it,
No, I can't
okay.
date no murderer. I'm
But the
sorry.
thing about it is, Ben, pull up, Ben.
Yeah.
You need to pull up because you can explain it more better because of the fact that I mean, I'm not saying that you had to tell her, exactly what she did, but I mean, you going through it, so you already know. I mean, so I'd rather for you to pull up. Let me give shout outs because a lot of people in here, and I didn't speak. Trigger, Saving Grace, hey big sis. Triple S, hey big brother. Ben T, hey sis. Let me see who else in here. I know it's a lot of them in the bushes and stuff like that. Bushes, people pop out, speak, let me know you're here so I can give a shout out to you. I see J4, he don't slid back in. He was here earlier, he came back. Let me see. I'm going up because I'm sorry, guys, that I didn't, shout out though. Memphis in the building. Okay, that's it. But Ben, pull up. See, Shug, hey Shug. Ben, pull up because Lord, hey love. Because you already experiencing, hey beauty, you already experiencing the topic already. So excuse me, y'all. But I mean that is like I said again earlier, those who want to hear, I was saying, you don't want to be judgmental on a person that done been in prison, because at the end of the day, I mean, should you give a person that, okay, they just went to prison one time and they got out, they got themselves together, and let's just say they
But
got out and they doing well, and they, what I'm saying, they take care of themselves. Would you date them even though that they already been? Miss Renee, this
but you
one.
know what? I don't think it's being judgmental because you say you don't want a person because they've been
Oh, okay.
incarcerated.
I'm sorry, Ben.
I don't think that's being judgment. I think that's choosing a preference. Everybody has their preference. Some people will accept somebody being in jail, some people don't. And people cannot get mad because that's your preference. People got their preference about what type of woman they want, what type of man you want. That's just maybe your preference, not to have a person that's incarcerated.
And danger a lot of and that's true. That's what I was saying. I mean, some people, I mean, to me, it's a lot of things you got to look at besides because they've been in prison. They could probably been in prison at one time, and you know, it's easy to get in prison. You know what I'm saying?
Not
But
prison. I don't think so. I mean, you got to be doing some stuff to get in prison. It's not easy to
no,
get in
not
prison. Maybe
necessarily
easy to
because
jail.
you can get 3 months and you can do 3 months in
But
prison.
that's yeah, but I mean, for what though? You know, prison you don't get no 3 months. Prison terms are longer than 3 months.
Now, some
Did you?
prisons, no,
No, I think let's look that up. Hand me the thing. Hold on for a second.
So at the end of the day, like I say, I don't want to be judgmental on nobody, on no one, because like I said, everybody deserves a second chance, and it all depends on their crime. I don't think I could date somebody that robbed the bank because you might steal my money. I could date no thief.
The
But then
reason why people don't.
it sounds like I'm contradicting myself because I don't want to say that. I really don't, because like I said again, everybody deserves a second chance. It depends on what state, baby girl. Yeah, it that's true. I know where I'm at. You can do 3 months in prison. They can send you to prison for 3 months. Well, I know
I'm getting ready to look it
Carolina.
up because that's because prison is usually for federal stuff. You have to do at least a year in prison in order to go to prison. 300, huh? 364 days for prison, not jail. You can go more than 365 days.
That's not true. I know Carolina
64 days. Okay. Well, my son said you can go.
I know Carolina send you to prison.
Miss Renee, my son just said he looked it up online. He said it can be any time. I said my son said it can be less. I thought you had to do like a year and above. He said it can be less. You can go to prison less time too.
Yeah,
that's what he said. Right.
Because I know Carolina does that.
Yeah. Because I know he said it is.
Only had 3 months, 3 to 6 months, and they went to prison.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's for a federal crime or some kind of federal offense, though. It's not for just a regular crime, right? Okay. You have to do something big to go to prison, right? Yeah, you can go to prison for that. Trafficking animals, trafficking people, stealing money for banks and stuff, and all that type of stuff. You can go to prison for that type. So it has to be something serious to go to prison. Oh, you can go to prison for piracy? Oh, yeah, that's a federal offense. That's right. Yeah, okay.
You can go to jail for anything.
No, we was talking about prison. Remember, prison is for higher crimes, a lot of federal crimes and stuff like that. A federal offense. It has to be a federal offense. Otherwise, you're going to just go to regular jails and stuff. She got 1 hour out there.
Yeah, and jail and prison is not just prison is just not for federal, it's state too. So
they got state prisons.
You go to federal, you doing day for day. You doing all that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. Anything, yes, anything, sis. You're right. In Chicago, Lord said in Chicago, in the 90s, all you had to be was black and go to prison. I think that's everywhere now, Lord. Excuse me, y'all. But yeah, in the feds, you do 85% of your time. No, not feds. No, that's not true, Ben. Feds is day to day. You doing if they give you 30 years, you doing 30 years. State, you can get state is 85%. not feds. No feds, you doing day for day. Stay in prisons. No. No, feds. I think feds is where you do everything. If they give you 40, you gonna do 40. Yeah,
I just
possibility.
know. I just
State.
know you have to be doing something big to go to prison.
Yeah, like I say, feds. Yeah, sis, you right. Fed is day for day. That you definitely doing all whatever years that judge say to you. That's what you're gonna do. Now, state you can do. State is 85%. You can get out on good behavior or time. I mean, good behavior. Um, good behavior. It can knock your time. If you get 30 years, you can do 27, 28 years, and you can get out. But Fed no.
Okay.
Being said, it depends on the state. I did 7.5
Mm,
on a
okay.
Fed. I was sentenced 10 years on a Fed case.
Yeah, you can get out a little bit earlier because I know other people who have went to federal prison. They get out a little bit earlier, and then be on parole when they get out.
Same gang said no. You can get caught with drugs and guns and go to Fed.
Okay.
Right.
Somebody already in there doing that. Isn't a rapper about to do that now? Because he
No,
had
you can go to prison for anything. That's why
Okay.
they have
Okay.
nonviolence and violent
Oh,
crime.
okay.
Can driving can send you upstate. Yeah.
But it's not just driving. You guys are not telling the whole story. When you're driving and you continuously keep on doing certain things, like driving under alcohol abuse and things like that, then yeah, it can escalate to prison. They don't just automatically sting you there if you just drive under an influence one time, they're not just gonna automatically sting you to the prison. You have to keep continuously getting in trouble for that.
Sis, Miss T said it depends on who you pick up on the chart. Sis, and that's true because let me tell you something. They told me about the judge in Greenville, Strong Thurman something, and his child, and he was sending people to prison because you come in front of him about drugs, and he was locking your ass up for a long ass time. A long ass time. That's what I was told.
But you
Um,
know, drugs are a federal offense
yeah, it
when you're
is.
doing drugs, things and stuff.
J4
So
said
you know
10
you get
years
caught with
for
that.
one charged by the feds. You don't have to do the whole 10 years. I mean the 10 each time, case by case basis, and what state called. Yeah, I'm assuming that wait, the way y'all sound like it's like every state has different rules.
But if it's a federal crime though, it's not state. It's just federal. If it's a federal crime, it doesn't matter about your state because it's a federal offense.
Wow. Prison is something serious. Something serious. Let me see what same gang say now. Crime, guns, told me my last chance, and I was lucky. And it scooped me up. Oh, I know that's right, Shane Gang. You lucky as hell. You lucky as hell. No, all drugs ain't federal. I guess I'm assuming that all drugs not federal. I guess the amount of charge you get. Um, I'm assuming I don't know because I never been to prison like that. The only thing I went to jail for was for um driving with no license. In DC they go to fed jail, no state jail. Oh, okay. Okay. Some states you could get caught with banning than 10 if I don't. Well, prison, woo, Lord have mercy. They do the most up in prison. Oh Lord.
Miss Renee, I did a whole live about prison because I follow this guy who's been in prison for a long time. He got out, and so I did a whole live about people in prison and stuff, and he was talking about it and stuff. And so it's not somewhere. I mean, that people would want to go. I mean, all the stuff that be going on in there.
Missy said personally, there's no 3 strikes with me.
I know that's right, Missy. Shh. I know that's right.
But you don't want to put nobody. I mean, you don't want to judge nobody because of the fact that.
But you're not judging them, Miss Renee. Why you keep on saying that? You're not judging someone because you have a preference of not dating someone who is a convict or whatever it fits. If that's the case, then I guess somebody being judgmental because they telling a woman or a man they don't want to date them because they don't work at they don't make a certain amount of money, or because they light skin or dark skin or white or black. That's not being judgmental. It's just saying your preference. Now, if you're going to go tell this person you're bad because you've been in jail or prison, that's being judgmental. But telling somebody, you're not even going to tell them, you're just going to stop dating them because it's not your preference. So y'all need to stop saying it because it's just your preference. It's not that you're judging. The only people think you are judging is people who feel guilty about being incarcerated. How's that judging? Because you're saying that, my preference is to date someone that may be in prison or was in prison, but not for a serious offense. Or I don't want to date no one that's been incarcerated. That's my preference. That's just your preference. That's not being judgmental.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie. If I meet somebody and they tell me, "Oh, I've been to jail, I've been to prison because I don't did X, Y, and Z," I'm be judged and looking at them like, crime.
You gonna tell them that?
Is one crime bigger than the other?
No, but are you gonna tell them that? But are you gonna tell them that? If you date somebody, you meet somebody they've been in prison, they tell you they've been in prison, you're gonna tell them the reason why. I would just stop talking to them. You don't need to tell them anything. Okay, well, this date is over. I mean, after the date is over, you just don't see them no more. I met many dudes who's been incarcerated. I don't date dudes that's been incarcerated at all. I just made one exception. Okay. And so therefore, when I meet dudes that's been incarcerated back in the day, I would be like, no, I'm just not gonna talk to him no more. I don't tell him why. I just don't talk to him no more. Just like if somebody meet me and they don't like something that I do because it's not their preference, they just stop talking to me. If we don't see, that's why you tell people in like week 2 or 3 about yourself. You don't wait till 2-3 months down the road, because if you just tell somebody when you initially meet them week 2 or week 3 and you break it off, it won't really be no hard feelings because ain't nobody in love that quick.
But okay, let me ask the chat this right here. Do y'all feel that a person that comes out, do y'all feel that the person that comes out of prison, can stay out and do better with themselves? Do you think they can really just come out and just, or do you think that the crime that they went to jail for, they might do it again and end back up in the same spot? Cause that honestly, that will be in my head.
Some people don't though, Miss Renee. Some people come out of prison and jail, because I met some. When I was doing Lyft, I met some people who was, I met a couple murderers, okay? And one guy who was robbing banks and stuff. And they came out and told me they was in prison and stuff. And the guy who was a murderer, he came out and got a career. He's a manager of Xerox or somewhere. And he changed his life around. So his friend was also a murderer, okay? His wasn't self-defense though. He killed the guy on purpose and stuff. But he got out of prison, okay? And
you let it saving grace, big sis.
And the other guy got him a position, and both of those two, get this, change their lives around for the better. So some people can, but some people still be doing crimes down low. And those are the type that get you in trouble. You'll think they be doing good and they be secretly still doing crimes, and then somewhere down the line you get involved in that shit. Those are the type of people I can't be dealing with. Because I'm not trying to get charged for something and I didn't do it.
Because my thing of it is, with society, when people get out and they try to get out and do good, and they try to go for a job, and then with the background check, and then they don't get it. I have seen some that really came out and really try to get their life together and try hard. But being that they had the record that they have, and being that they've been to prison, they can't get that break. So, do you think that with them coming out and trying to do what they supposed to do, and with society not supporting them, would make them fall back into what they did? They got charged and get, and go back to prison.
Some people do, but they do have programs, and some people do hire felons. Okay, even some trucking companies do. So it's really never an excuse to go back into that life if it put you in jail one time. Why go back to it again? You just have to think of other ways. It's always going to be challenges when you get in trouble and come out with a record. So you just got to be willing to do the work to get where you need to be at and stuff. And if you meet a dude like this, he's really trying. He's not trying to go back into that same behavior. Then you can probably talk to him. It just depends on his offense, how he's doing, and what you feel and what your preference is. Now, I can't tell people not to date people who've been in jail. I'm just saying what I probably went, for certain offenses. Okay, when I was younger, I'm not going to date nobody who's been in jail. But now, it just depends because people do crazy stuff. I can't be dealing with all that type of stuff and then get people. And also remember this: sometimes when guys do certain things, or women, especially anything dealing with money, okay, if they're doing that same stuff on a secretive, and you get involved with them, and you start getting involved with them in their business and everything, shit, they can be pinning stuff on you. We're trying to say that you're involved in that stuff. So it's a lot of stuff you have to think about when you're dating people, depending on whatever offense they committed. It's not really that you're being judgmental. You're just having a preference, and you have to think about yourself. Who the heck goes and just start dating someone and don't look at what they do or what they did in their past and stuff like that? Who don't even ask questions? How can people even start having sex with people and don't know certain things about them? Damn, I want to know a lot of stuff before I can get in the bed with you. I want to know about your sexual history. Hell, you may need to go take a STD check. I want to know if you've ever been incarcerated, because some things happen in jail to some people. Some men go to prison or jail and get
But you
raped and
gotta
shit.
realize too, what we said earlier, some people are not comfortable with just coming out telling people.
But we're not saying they got to come out and tell us. We're saying in a few weeks.
If you dating this person, I feel like this. See, that's a hard one, because I feel two ways about it. Because
but in a couple of weeks,
I
Miss
think that
Renee,
you should tell the person. But if y'all just dating for a couple of weeks and they want to keep that to themselves, some people can't just express that out because they don't know if for sure if that's the person they're gonna be with. Now,
but it doesn't matter, because they should still tell you, because you're spending time with this person. What you mean? You don't know when you meet a person, you don't know if you're going to be together. Okay, but after 2 weeks, you honestly should be telling them certain things. Even 3 weeks, you can get in bed with people in the first week, the first day. So why come you can't tell them after week 2 or 3? Yeah, I was incarcerated, and that's it. If they don't like it, then they go their separate ways. At least you told them. Who in the heck will hold a secret that they've been incarcerated, knowing that it can affect any long-term things? If you do get serious like that, you apply for something, it can affect many things. Those are different type of lies. I said that before. Those are different type of lies. When I met my soon-to-be ex, the first question he asked me was, he already knew my age, because I did tell him my age, okay, because I was younger then. Okay, then he started asking me about other things, other personal things, and I answered the ones that I wanted to answer. Anything that I did not want to answer, I just told him we can discuss that later. Okay, I asked him, has he ever been incarcerated? He told me straight up no. Okay, point blank, because it wasn't no big deal. If he would have been incarcerated, he would have said yeah. No, I did not ask him on that on day 1 or 2, because the way we met on a dating line, right? And we didn't actually come and meet each other off the bat. We waited a while. So when I met him in person, I actually think I asked him over the phone, have he ever been in jail or prison? He told me no, but I think it was like week 2 or 3. I don't see the big thing about that. If you go look him up, it's in public records. So why come you can't be honest with someone? And then you're gonna keep this a secret, knowing that if you continue on dating them, they are going to find out. That's so silly to me. Gosh.
So you tell me. So when y'all go on y'all date.
Mm-hmm.
So the thing about it is, you're saying that they should come straight out and tell you.
That ain't what I said. That's not what I said. I said y'all all not listening. I said on week 3. I didn't say as soon as you meet somebody, they tell you about prison. I say, if you want to ask them and they start volunteering that information, okay. But usually like week 2 or 3, you should be telling people certain things, because why would you carry on a relationship with somebody for a month, 2 months, 3 months, and then tell them you went to jail? People start developing feelings during that time. And you can look this up. You shouldn't wait 2, 3. You shouldn't wait no 2, 3 months to tell somebody something serious like that. That's serious telling somebody. This is like if you got AIDS. You're not going to meet somebody and date them for 3 weeks, no, for 4 months. I mean, for a month or 2 months, and not reveal to them that you have a sexually transmitted disease. Now, I know people do this. That's why some of them go to get in trouble. But you shouldn't do that. You should let somebody know that you got something, so they won't get all attached to you, and so they can break away easier. Okay, and it ain't no hard feelings. You was upfront. Okay, so if I don't like it, then I can just leave you alone. But if I do like, I don't care, then I'm gonna continue on talking to you and say it's cool. People got to start telling people these things. Okay, these are not little lies. And granted, no, nobody should lie about anything, but people lie every day. Okay, but everybody ain't walking around lying about being in jail, having sexually transmitted diseases and stuff like that. Those are different type of things. Okay, point blank. And people do have their preference. It's not judging. You'll start judging when you start saying, oh, you're a bum. Oh, you're not going to amount to anything because you've been in jail. That's judging. But simply saying, I don't want to date a guy because he's been in jail, or because if he did this crime, that's not being judgmental. People need to learn the real true meaning of that. And you can judge, but you have to judge accordingly and be willing to be judged. Okay, point blank. They need to read that scripture in depth, okay, about judging. All right. But that is not judging. Okay, if you start talking about the person, start doing the most, then you're judging. But who's going to do all that? Some women do it, and some men too, but I don't do that. I'm just asking a person, have you been in jail? Have you been incarcerated? Point blank. And that's because we have been talking for a minute. And I consider talking to someone 3 weeks or whatever is a little bit, it's something. You should be asking these questions. Why we're not asking that? Men don't hesitate when they want to ask for sex, when they want a kiss, a hug. They don't know you then. They don't know who you've been kissing on or what you've been doing with your mouth, but they don't hesitate to ask that. Okay, but why come you can't ask them stuff? This is the problem I have with women, because y'all be scared to ask certain questions, but men can ask you for sex and you set it out. You're supposed to value your body, okay? Just like they value keeping their prison records secret, but yet y'all set it out with them. Me, on the other hand, I'd be like, no, okay, I need to find out about this person. I need to find out, can we have a relationship? Because I need to find out about him. Okay, I need to find out if he had any real hard type things that he have done. Not just simply going to jail for speeding tickets, and you may have got in an altercation with another dude and got arrested. That shit is not even serious. I'm talking about serious stuff: murder, rape, sodomy, stuff like that. Just weird stuff. Even for me, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Even when somebody steals, I look at the individual person. Okay, that's what I did with who. Okay, I looked at the individual person and look at their conduct and determine if I want to talk to them. Okay, because I honestly don't believe that everybody would continue on doing certain things. Some people do though. You know what I'm saying? Some people do. So that's why you need to know, and then you see for yourself if you want to talk to that person. And if you don't, then you stop. You don't wait till 1 month or 2 months when you are in love, or he's in love with you, or liking you a whole lot. You do that like week 2, 3, maybe even 4 weeks. I mean, just before all the feelings kick in. And then you make your decision if you want to be with that person or not. It's like if you got kids, a woman should never not reveal to a dude that she don't have kids. You're not gonna wait till 2 months later to tell a dude you got a bunch of kids. Okay, I would just stop talking to the chick if she did that. The same thing I would do to a dude if he lied to me about his prison record, because that is a serious thing. It's not the same thing as numbers or nothing like that. Okay, it's not the same thing. I don't care what nobody say. And if you look it up, you'll see the same thing. Yes, a lie is a lie, but everybody on this planet lies about one thing or another. I have never met a person that don't lie, because then they would be Jesus. Okay, point blank. And no one should lie, but people lie every day. You got some people lying right now in this chat. Okay, so everybody lies. Okay, everybody lies. And I think people should ask people, not the first day, not the second day, not the third day, maybe just whenever you feel like you should. When you be talking to the dude or a woman, and then you just bring it up casually, and if they don't want to talk about it, you let it go. And then you ask later on, or they'll come and tell you. And honestly, if a person really likes you, they will come and volunteer information. They really will. If they actually like you and really think y'all gonna have something long term, or try to work on having something long term, they will actually come and tell you that they was incarcerated. Because I meet guys all the time and they tell me straight up if they went to jail or not. I'd be like, oh, really? What you went to jail for? And they tell me what they went to jail for. And then I'm like, oh, really? Shit, I have strangers telling me what they went to jail for. That's how I met two murderers, a bank robber. Two murderers and a bank robber. Because they got in my car and you would look at these two dudes. Neither one of them looked like they killed anybody. And the other guy didn't tell me he was a murderer. His friend actually told me he was a murderer. And I was shocked. So people just come out and tell you this because they're not ashamed of that. So why should anybody be? Anybody can, well, not anybody, but a lot of people have went to jail. Hell, I was incarcerated in jail for some stupid junk. It wasn't nothing major or nothing like that, but yeah, you know, it was self-defense. I mean, it was major, it was self-defense. So what's the big deal about that? You know what I'm saying? But what is the big deal about telling somebody if you went to jail for something? Shit. And if I don't go pay the speed, it's not the speeding ticket. You know those tickets you get on the freeway where you go through the express lane and I didn't know I was in it. And you don't pay the bill. If you don't pay that fine, you're going to be going to jail too. You know what I'm saying? So anybody can go to jail for any little thing. It's when you go to jail for major stuff that you need to really be telling people, because that is what will hinder a relationship or cause problem in the future in a relationship. Point blank. And the only people that don't realize this is somebody who's, I don't know, maybe they're ashamed of being incarcerated.
Well, I said but I'm just gonna keep it one. I'm a date a jailbird. I sure am.
You know you was gonna date one, but you know what? I have, like I said, I talked to somebody who was in jail, and I know people who have been incarcerated. Because damn, I wouldn't know about incarceration. I have known people that have been incarcerated when I was younger. No, I wasn't gonna date nobody who's been jail or incarcerated and stuff like that, because I was, on a different program than what I am on now. And a lot of people go to jail for different reasons and stuff. So certain things I will still talk to a person, but for certain offenses, I'm just not. Because I don't want certain people around my kids. Okay, that's just point blank. I don't want my son getting bad leadership from somebody I'm dating. He's a damn hood rat that's doing hood rat activities. No way. He'll have my son doing the same daggone thing. No way. You have to think about all that. But on the same token, if I meet somebody, he's been in jail for something and he's restructured his life and doing better, my son is not going to know. I don't want nobody to know. Just him and I going to know. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, I remember telling you, a certain person, don't tell nobody you been incarcerated, because I didn't want nobody to know. Shit, I don't be in all that telling everybody in the world that you've been incarcerated and everything, unless it's minor something. If it's something minor, so what? Or if it's self-defense, okay. But major stuff, no, keep that to yourself. Because everybody don't need to know that you've been incarcerated, how long you was, and what you on now. You know what I'm saying? I just don't. I could be on probation today and none of y'all would know it. Now, I'm not on probation, but I'm just saying I could be on probation right now and none of y'all would know because I would never tell you. And you know what? I'll be lying right there. But like I said, that's why I say everybody lie. You can't tell everybody everything, or some people would do stuff, But if you're dating someone, though, you need to tell them as much as they need to know. Even tell them about your true age before it's too late. If you're lying about your age, I'll just tackle that real quick. If you're lying about your age, you're not going to hold that lie for no damn months down the road, okay? You're going to tell them. And and another thing too, it depends on the age gap. You're not going to be out here talking to an 16-year-old telling them that you're 17. That's different. Then you talk about statutory rape. You talk about legality issues. Okay, but if you simply tell somebody you're younger, of course, if you hold on to that lie, don't never say anything, that's not cool. I'll break up with a person that does that. But if you need to tell them that as soon as you can, for real, once you trust them, just like with the prison record.
Well, I like I said, I'm not gonna be judgmental, because I'm gonna, prison people got good sex.
Do they? Because I never with one that been in jail. They do. I'll be scared about some people being there. How do you know that when somebody goes to prison that they haven't had, especially if they've been there a long time, they haven't had a male partner in prison? Because people will lie and tell you they didn't do certain things in prison, and some men go to prison and they start doing other things with other men. How do you know that that person didn't have sex with a man while he was in prison? Because this is
I,
something that dude talks about that I watch and I share to him on my platform. How do you know that he didn't have sex with one of the male prisoners?
I don't know. Hold on.
She done got choked, y'all. I got to go ahead and say this.
J4, hush, J4.
With Jay 4 seconds, y'all know
Shut
I can't read it. I can't read the chat.
J4 talking about something. Miss Renee, give up on the visits.
J4 is a trip.
Hey, Kim D sis. Hey, sis. I'm not messing with y'all. I'm not gonna do this now. We're not gonna do this, J4. That was yesterday.
He been acting up. Well, no, he was good on my channel today, I think. Yeah, that was yesterday, last night. He was good on my channel today, though. He was cool. He was
Yes,
cool
y'all.
today.
But like I say again, this this topic can go different ways, and being with somebody that's, how your brother, I don't know, cause I don't lost train of thought already, y'all. Come to me. See, I'll be looking at the chat and I'll be thinking about what I know I'm getting ready to say something. But you know how you might got a cousin or a brother or uncle, somebody be trying to hook you up with somebody that's already locked up. Tell them, oh, this is
See,
a
I'm
good
not
dude.
doing that. I'm not doing that. No way. Nope.
Hold it down. There go my door. Hold it down, Shay.
Okay.
Go answer my door.
Okay. Yeah, y'all, I can't do that. Okay, I can't be hooked up with somebody knowingly, like, it just depends on the offense for me, okay? If it's something petty, maybe, because I'm more so looking at the character anyway, but if it's a hardcore offense, I just cannot do it, okay? Because there's too many things that you can get locked up for versus getting locked up for some kind type of hardcore type of offense, and then think we're going to be talking. I don't think so. Because, like, if you're a rapist or something, you think I want you around my kids? I don't even want you around me because your ass may be trying to rape. And I told y'all the story about the dude that I had met who was a rapist, okay, in Atlanta. So no, heck no, because eventually they try to rape you because that's exactly what he tried to do, but he wasn't successful. So yeah, I can't because I did date. Well, we wasn't dating. He was trying to date me, but I wouldn't date him because I found out that he was married. So y'all, shit. I found out that he was married, but we stayed friends. But then the dude, like I said, tried to do that, and he was an actual rapist. He was on the news, got arrested, went to prison for some years for raping some women and an underage girl. So no, I cannot talk to someone that I know that does hardcore offenses, okay? Because like say if he wasn't married, right, and him and I was dating and I would have found it out, he would have been history right there. I may would have visited him in prison one time, but after that, that would have been it because I would have had to let him know about himself. And then that would have been it because I just can't do it, because those are hardcore crimes, but somebody who went to jail or prison for something that is not as bad. I mean, everything is bad, but you know what I'm saying, not as bad, then I'll see. I just have to look at what they're doing now, their character, and things like that. I can't really answer that. It's all about the person that I meet. Yeah, incarceration. Okay. Y'all, I'm reading the chat, y'all, trying to see if anybody left any new messages. Okay, J4 messing with people. Oh, okay, so you said, yeah, sometimes you don't know me on mine because, you may not be in the streets or around the area or whatever the case is. But, I honestly believe you can tell when a guy been doing stuff. I mean, at least I can because they usually give out some type of signs and stuff like that. So I think sometimes you can tell if you are good at watching for stuff like that. So it just all depends and stuff. It's too many men out here that haven't been incarcerated for serious crimes to be just going out here trying to find somebody who has been incarcerated. Too many dudes that actually are doing the things that they need to do, even if they go to jail or prison for petty crimes. It's just too many. So for me, I don't just see it's something that I would be going out searching for. Yeah, because there's a lot of people out here to be talking to on a real for real. Yeah. You got donut bikes, boy. You better be glad I was on this live because you wouldn't have got away with this one. Yeah, sorry about that, y'all. Let's see. Let's see what else y'all saying. Yeah, but yeah, that's a touchy subject. You know, people get offended when people say what their preference is. You want any? No, I don't think so. Not for no donut bites. Who's soft on donut bites for? But yeah, some people get offended about by that subject. But it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. People got their preference. I don't consider it judging. And it is what it is. Everybody got their preference. You know. And I want to apologize for a little outburst not too long ago to y'all. That was a trip. But yeah, I'm gonna apologize for that. You too, thank you. They do, Miss T. We just had one on here. They did, but still, they do get offended by that. I don't know why. People have their own preference. Like I said before, it's not judging. It only becomes judging when you start talking about this person is a hood rat, and things like that, or they just a piece of scum or a piece of crap or whatever. That's when you start judging. Okay, but you just simply saying that your preference is not to date someone that's been incarcerated or someone that's had serious offenses to be incarcerated. That's your preference. I don't understand why people be tripping about that. I do not understand why people trip about that. And everybody have their preference. It's just some people don't care, and some people do. Me, I'm a woman who cares. I don't be into all that type of stuff. Straight up, you know. That's why I want to know if a person that I'm talking to been incarcerated. No, I'm not going to ask them on the first date, the second, or third either. But eventually, if we're talking on the phone all the time and we're having conversations all the day long and night, and seeing each other and stuff, I am going to ask you that. Or just don't talk to me if you don't want to be asked. It's simple. Y'all, y'all, what? Y'all crazy. It's about some yeast infections. Y'all know y'all be talking about a lot of stuff in this chat. Yeast infections. You going back home? Yeast infections and stuff. All types of weird stuff. I should have got me something to eat over there because I forgot I didn't even eat. Um, Yeast infection. Candice. How do you pronounce that? Candice. I forgot how you pronounce that word. I have to look it up and stuff. But yeah, that's a touchy subject Miss Renee just picked out today. Dating somebody. I mean, it's really not because it's simple. If I was in prison or something, incarcerated, and I felt like I went for a reason, I wouldn't really be ashamed of telling anyone that I was incarcerated. As a matter of fact, when I meet them after date 6 or 7, I'm going to let them know that I was incarcerated for such and such offense, so I can see if that person want to still talk to me or not. But at the same time, if I would have went to prison, my life would be rebuilt, and I would not be engaged in the same activity. So there you go. Right, you right, me on my. That is right. Now you know what? That is so right. That is so true. Yeah, just tell them from straight up from the get go. You don't date people that's been incarcerated. I have done that before. I tell people that straight up, but guys lie. They lie and pretend like they haven't been to jail or prison. Okay, or they'll say, "Yeah, I went to jail for some traffic tickets or something like that." You find out that they went to prison for something more serious. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type I be meeting a lot. So sometimes asking, they don't tell you the truth. And I really don't feel like that's right because you talk about something serious when you talk about incarceration. The only time it won't be serious to a person is if you're not planning on doing a long-term relationship with that person. Then you don't give a shit. You just want sex and be gone, or money or whatever you're going after. You know what I'm saying? And then you just be gone. You don't care. Who on house arrest? Look, y'all. I remember one time I met this dude who had a bracelet on him on his leg. He straight up talked to me that he got one on, and I laughed. He laughed too. I laughed my ass off. He had on a bracelet, and that was the first time I ever seen one on somebody's leg. And then he was telling me how you can take it off without them knowing. I know, but let me stop. But he was telling me all that. Yeah, so that's funny. I met somebody else who had a bracelet on, and he did take his off, and they did not know. Yeah, he took it off and be all outside the house and everything else. But I don't know. Today it's probably a little bit harder because this was a couple of years ago. The other dude that I met who had on one of those things on his legs, on one of his legs. But yeah, just at least he's free though. Cause damn, I'll take a bracelet on my leg too if I don't have to be up in that hellhole. Shit. When I was in law, we took they took us on a trip to the jails and stuff. Cause I actually sat in on a case. It was a guy in Cleveland who killed his wife or something, and I sat in on that case. Being in law and stuff. And then we also took a tour of the jails and stuff. And when I went to that damn jail, I was like, there's no way I can sleep on that damn metal bed. And then that toilet was right there. They had like a divisor up there, but I was like, damn, a female been in jail, and was she on her business and stuff? Oh no. I was like, heck no. Mm-mm. And that hard ass bed, no, 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 no. That's out. And then they closed that damn gate. Who the hell want to live in a cage? Shit. No way. I don't want to be in no cage. You know what I'm saying? They tell you to go to bed. What time they turn the lights off? 8, 9 o'clock? Shit, because I be watching those guys on TikTok who be in jail be doing videos. Shit, I be watching their videos and they lives. They be sneaking doing them. Or either the CEOs know that they doing it and they all be in on it together. Because they be damn doing whole TikTok videos. Everybody be in it and stuff. And so they be doing their little lives and shit in their little cells at nighttime and shit. I be watching that. And then that one dude that I watched, what's his name? I forgot his name, but I had him on my live. Now he really gives you the straight raw facts about prison. Okay, shit, I like listening to his stories and stuff because he just be really telling you the real life. Okay, the real life of being in prison. Y'all be doing the most in this chat. Hello, everybody who just walked in the chat. Miss Renee is talking about would you date a guy who has been incarcerated? So chime in on that. Would you date a guy who has been, or either a female, not just a guy, but would you date anyone who has been incarcerated, whether it's a male or a female, and why or why not? Y'all silly, man. Uh. Y'all be having some hardcore conversations in this daggone chat that I'm trying to read every time I stop at a light. Y'all know I'm driving, right? Mm-hmm. I'm getting ready to go get me something to eat, something unhealthy. Actually, I may not. I may get Wobble Grill. Do you guys got a Wobble Grill in your area? Because if you do, they got some good food. They got some good food, y'all. Yeah, they like to work out in them jail cells. What else do they got to do all day? You know what? I made a mistake. I did date a guy. I forgot about him. I did date a guy that before I got married. I did date a guy that went to well, he didn't really go to jail or prison. What it was is that he would have went because you know what, y'all, he did murder somebody, but it was straight up self defense. Okay, so I forgot about him, but but we more so was like friends. Okay, not really date because we never did anything or anything like that. But yeah, but I still call it dating because we went out on some dates and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He was telling me everything about himself. But yeah, he went to he didn't go. He would have went, but when he went to court, I guess they ruled it self defense. But he did kill a guy. The guy hit, I'm trying to think what happened. The guy hit him. The guy cut him. Okay, cut him, stabbed him right in his somewhere, and then he took a dang on sledgehammer and beat the damn guy to death. He really did. And this dude that I'm talking about was in a gang as well, y'all. He was in a gang. Yeah. But he wasn't in a gang when I met him, but he was in a gang. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he sure did. He killed the dude. But it was real self-defense. So I guess he went to jail for a minute, but he did not get sentenced to prison or nothing like that. They ruled it self-defense. And that was it. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Just say yes or no. Because Mr. Renee stepped out. Let's see. Somebody was in the bushes, but I can't get him out the bushes. Yeah, somebody's in the bushes right now. Okay, cool. Somebody's in the bushes right now, but I don't think I can do that. Miss Renee has to do that and stuff. But she's trying to get up on the he or she is trying to get on the panel. But y'all know Miss Renee be disappearing. Y'all know this already. She be every time I be on this live, she disappears for a long time. Let's see. I do not know. She should be coming back in a minute. Thanks, Kim D, because I was wondering if you guys can hear me. Okay, Lloyd, thank you. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. But yeah, that's a really touchy subject. It shouldn't be. I mean, because if, like I said, I don't know why some people be embarrassed about it, especially with somebody you just, talking to. Because really, what can they do besides say I can't talk to you? What I mean, really, what can they do? And if you don't date them, you don't have to see them anymore. I don't know why people be so worried about what other people think about them if you don't see these people anymore. I wouldn't give two smacks what somebody thought about me and they not gonna see me anymore. And I'd be like, yeah, I was incarcerated. I went to prison for 6 years. That's what I'll be telling a girl. Okay, I'll say so. Okay, so are you cool with that or you not? And if Bud ain't cool with it, I'll be like, oh, okay, we'll finish this date up and that'll be it. Because there's other women out there that will, accept that. So I'll just move on. Period. It's like women who got a bunch of kids. If you go on a date and you tell a dude that you got a bunch of kids, you know what I'm saying? He don't want to be bothered with you. Be like, okay, shit, I'll find somebody who will. So it's simple. People get too touchy about every daggone thing. I'm gonna put my app on when I pick my daughter up because damn, I always get thrown off a Target when I have to take her back to work. Go on, come on out. And next time say thank you, Cass. Yeah. I hate when I let people out and stuff and they don't say thank you. Like it's their privilege for me to stop to let they butt out. Let's see, you have a collect call from this correction. Y'all, let me tell y'all a funny story while we waiting on Miss Renee. I told it on my panel, but I'm gonna tell it here. When I used to live in ATL and I moved to Decatur, because usually I stay like, stay in different areas, like in Marietta, Georgia, and places like that. So, I decided to move around my brown people and move to the Decatur. So the guy used to live underneath me. Every time I came home, he used to play bump and grind every single time. Okay, and I knew this dude sold drugs and do all types of hood activities, right? He looked good though. Damn. Okay, he looked real good, y'all. And so, I don't know, he disappeared, right? All of a sudden, I get a letter. The dude wrote me a whole letter. Hold on, y'all, hold on. I'm gonna tell y'all in a minute. Let me get wait. Let me get, hold on, y'all, hold on, wait. Damn it.
All right, I'm back.
I was telling them about this dude, Miss Renee. I'm gonna finish telling them real quick. Wait a minute.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and you want them
Hold
half
on.
and half?
Yeah. That's it. Thank you.
A small lemonade, you said, right?
Yeah, ice one, the frozen one.
Okay.
That's it. Thank you.
I'm sorry, Queen. I had stepped Queen. I don't know if you still
Okay.
here. Queen, I just seen in the back chat. I didn't know you. I had to go check my door, and somebody was talking my ear out. It was my neighbor, so that's why I wasn't. I'm sorry, Queen. If you still in here, come. You can pull back up, love. I'm so sorry, y'all. I hate when people I
Um,
go by and people come to my door.
J4, I did not order one of each number. Okay.
So,
Y'all,
Queen, if you in here, pull back up, sweetie.
no, I do not. I'm not fat, y'all. No, no, I don't want a
Hey,
large one.
shooter.
I will never do a large drink. No, just the regular size. Because I'm too cheap anyway, y'all. I'm not gonna do a large one, okay? Period. And plus I don't be trying to eat all that sugar and stuff. So nah. Nope, 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 nope. But y'all, the dude that I was telling you about who was playing bump and grind, he
Hey, Miss Renee.
Hey,
he
Queen.
when he went to
Hey.
prison, he wrote me a letter from prison and didn't even know me.
Mm.
Mhm.
No, not no unsweetened tea. I got a lemonade, a frozen lemonade. Y'all ever had those frozen lemonades from Popeyes? They are good.
Mm-mm.
I gotta go ahead and pay this bill real
How
quick.
you doing, Queen?
I'm fine. How are you? I was listening, looking at the chat and listening to this lady. I don't know how your name, but hey.
Shay, hey, how
Um
you doing?
hey. And
That's
I was
Shay.
like hey Shay. I was trying to figure out why y'all don't like it. Y'all
Like what?
well, what puts y'all off about dating people in jail? Like what really puts y'all off? Is it
No, I
because you
said I
think that
will. As long
you
as he ain't got
would
a
date
serious
somebody in jail?
if he don't got no serious offense.
What
You
if
know,
he
like
did have a
killing.
serious offense?
I can't. Not like raping and killing somebody. I'm talking about those serious offenses. Not no like
Okay.
I'm talking about stuff like that. Yeah,
No.
I could.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I've dated someone that's
a
been
murderer.
no. Oh no.
That's what I'm talking
She
about when
said
I
a
say
murderer.
serious. I'm talking
A
about
murderer.
murderers, rapists. I'm talking about
Oh
murderer,
Jesus.
rapists. I'm talking about
Oh
crimes like
Jesus.
that. Okay,
Um. Mhm.
because I would be
Hey.
lying.
Okay, y'all hold it down. My door again. I'll
That's,
be right back. God.
I'm glad you up here because then you
It's
can talk, Queen. Because she
what
always
do you
why
mean
she
so
be
I
gone?
can talk?
No, go ahead and
But
talk. Dang.
I mean, some people go against men or
Mm,
women that go to jail because they feel like they can't financially support them. Um,
okay.
that's
No.
very untrue. That's very untrue.
Oh, I know because I talked to somebody who can, but yeah, I just ugh.
That's
You
very
got
untrue.
your man that was in jail.
He went to jail a couple of times.
Okay, he's taking care of everything, right?
Yeah, of course.
But it's probably was for petty stuff, right? It wasn't for no murder and stuff like that, right?
It
Was it?
wasn't petty. Look at you, was it? It wasn't petty, but it wasn't murder or it wasn't,
Mm,
sexual, whatever. It
okay.
wasn't stuff like that. It was always money motivated around here.
Oh yeah, that sounds familiar. So that's different. Like I said before, it's something different. Okay. It just depends on what you talk about. We said money motivated. Okay. If you out robbing people is for money, that's different than maybe taking money from a bank or something. I'm not saying going to rob a bank. I'm saying doing some type of bank crime. Like blue collar. I'm talking about blue collar type crimes with the bank. Okay, that's different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Than somebody actually
Mhm.
going to robbing somebody for money. Shit, I don't know. I think people they don't listen to what I say when I say serious crimes.
Uh, I think the only way I wouldn't date a guy in jail if he had like a sexual crime
Yeah.
or not so much the murder thing because you don't know what actually happened.
But where
You
you
don't
find out
know.
though?
You don't know what actually. So that's on a case to case basis.
Right.
Like, but sexual crimes, children crimes, uh, you know, those are the
Mm.
kind of crimes that I couldn't deal with you. I really couldn't deal with you. I don't care how much money you got up in there.
Uh,
I
I know that's right.
I'm straight on that. But most
Mhm.
first of all,
I,
why NFL just said y'all like drug dealers? Let's face it, sir,
no, I don't.
sir,
I don't. I
sir,
don't date no
calm
drug
down,
sellers.
sir,
I don't really
calm
drink.
down.
I
No,
don't
ma'am, I
listen.
never
I
said
don't.
nothing about dealing no drugs. I never said
I
nothing
don't
about
even
it.
date people like that.
Like,
No.
first of all, most drug dealers, they not getting the type of money that they should when they be doing it.
Right.
So, I mean, they really don't know how to re up and get back together. So, and then they be getting, high on their own supply, so then the money don't be looking right. Like, first of all, no ma'am. Then they got hours. I only deal drugs between 9 and 5. What the hell?
Really? Yeah,
No ma'am. No ma'am.
I don't do no
No
drug
ma'am.
dealers at all because
That's
for
some
one damn
low
thing.
budget motherfucker. I don't like
Also,
being.
too, they put your family at risk and shit. Anybody got time for all that?
Who putting family at risk?
When
You
when
think
you dated,
you think you gonna deal with a kingpin?
it could just be it could just be a little bitty drug seller and got some beefs with people and shit, or did them
No.
wrong. He come back and start shooting.
I need for y'all to stop reading books. Like
Oh,
and
okay,
watching
okay.
TV. And
Oh, okay.
watching
You know,
TV.
don't you? Yeah, okay. You right.
What do you mean?
I did look when I lived in Cleveland because that's where I'm from. I met this dude when I used to work at Cleveland State, not Cleveland State, Cleveland School of Art, and I think he was a drug seller. And I stopped talking to him because I really felt like he was doing something illegal, and I just stopped talking to him. And
He
we talked
was
for a
doing
while.
something illegal. He was.
Right, he was. Shit, I stopped talking to him because he had buku money, honey. I'm not gonna lie, he really did. He had money all the time. But I was
Yeah.
like, damn, you are not getting this from your job. And I just
Oh
stopped
my.
talking to him. He was so
Oh,
secretive about everything. No way. I've had girlfriends who have had boyfriends that were drug dealers. Thank you. But I just didn't want to be around that. That's why I never really dated a guy that sold drugs. Not that I know of anyway.
that that you know of.
Yeah, because that
And
dude I
then
was
you
just
got
telling you about,
the
I didn't know for sure, but he probably was, like he just said. He probably was because he had all that dang money all the time. And was very secretive too.
yeah.
Yeah, he was
Listen,
a
see,
hot
that's why
mess.
he didn't tell you. That's why he didn't tell you. That's why he didn't
Yep.
tell you.
But I just
Because he
stopped talking
knew
to
how
him.
you was gonna react to it. Ain't it?
Yep.
He was right to be secretive. You was gonna tell. You was
I'm not
gonna.
gonna I'm not gonna tell nobody. I don't tell on people unless I need to, but I don't tell on people.
Mm-hmm,
I don't tell nobody secrets like that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. You know,
mm-hmm.
I just don't know shit about it. I always tell people I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't care if you tell me stuff, I don't be knowing it.
But at least there's people. At least you know that you don't want to be in that life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't
So
want right. I don't
you
want to be in
back
that
off.
life.
You don't. You know. I hate people that be in it and don't really want to be in it, and
Yep.
then they mess it up, and now it's crying. Like no.
And telling on people and shit and getting quick to
Yes.
tell on people. I don't like that either. 'Cause I'm like, shut your mouth up and shut up. A long time ago, one of my girlfriends was doing stuff that she shouldn't do, right? And I was even questioned by the FBI about what she was doing. I did not tell on her ass. I didn't say shit.
Right.
I was like, I don't know.
Honestly.
Shit, I wasn't
That
telling nothing on
let
her.
me tell you one story I had. So I had
Mm-hmm.
came back. I came back from a road trip, right?
Uh-huh.
So I didn't got my little job or whatever, and it was a nice, good office job, Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, it was like my first day. I ain't tell nobody that I had this job. I didn't do none of that. Man, I be doggone if the FBI did not come surround the building and come get me out of training. I said, this is embarrassing.
Mm-hmm.
I said, this is an embarrassing thing. Why would y'all do this? I have to work here. Like
That's
I
crazy.
have to work. This is embarrassing. You got the whole office surrounded by like big old
Agent.
trucks and stuff. Like I was like, oh no. And to this and I got PTSD bad too. To this day when I see like a 4-door truck or something, I be
Uh-huh.
like, that's them people. That's them
Mm.
people.
I
That's
went down
them
to their office when
people.
they questioned. You know what? I went down to their office when they questioned me about the girl. I drove there and went there. It's like they asked me to do. And I went right in there, took a poly test, one of those tests and everything, and passed it.
They gave you a courtesy of asking.
Huh?
Oh, they gave you they actually asked you to come.
Yeah, and I went right down there too.
Oh, I was ambushed a couple times. I don't like
Mm-mm.
being.
No,
I
they
ain't
just told
never
me to come
been
down there.
asked to come down there. I ain't never
Uh-huh.
been asked to take a test. I ain't never been asked any motherfucking thing.
And I went right down there like they asked me to do, and I went and did just what they asked me to do. hmm
Why did they
Uh,
ask you to do it?
I don't know. They was trying to see who went in that building and stole the stuff they got. I guess.
Hey y'all, man, it's the weekend, man. We about to turn it up, man, a notch. You know what I'm saying? It's the weekend,
Who
man.
is that?
It's gay.
Who's
This
that?
why NFL gay, man. Y'all know what's
Oh,
going
okay.
on. Y'all know what's going on, man. We about to turn it up a notch, man.
All right. All right.
How y'all doing?
Finding you.
Tell it.
Y'all, I'm eating this Popeyes. It's an unhealthy meal. Mm-mm. I thought you was turning it up.
I thought I was too.
You're not saying anything.
Y'all doing all right today, though?
Especially since I'm eating.
Huh?
Especially since I'm eating, yes.
So y'all saying basically
hmm
that y'all wouldn't date no guys that has a violent record.
A violent one, I wouldn't. I mean, unless it's
Sir,
self-defense.
she said she don't
If
date
it's
Okay, so
self-defense,
look.
violent guys.
Okay, so
Like,
look. So what if he got a bad record, but he turned his life around? But he still got that
okay.
bad record. You know what I'm saying? He a
again,
law-abiding citizen. You know what I'm saying? He on the right path and stuff like that. Does that have anything to do with
I'll
what?
talk to
his?
him then.
Sir. I
I'll
don't
talk
like
to him
petty
then.
records. Like, I don't like petty records. If you have a record and it's petty and you still hollering gang gang, that's the irritation to my life. Like, shut
But
up.
he said that the person turned their life all the way around, and they're not doing that anymore.
That's respectable because do you know
But
how
he
hard it
Right.
still,
is?
but
Do
he
you
still
know
got the
how?
bad. But he still got the bad record though. Like y'all
But do
just
That's
said,
you
okay.
that y'all
know
wouldn't date
how
nobody
hard?
with no bad record.
Okay,
But he
okay.
turned his life around. But he still has
Who
that bad record.
who said that? Like, who
If he
said that?
turned his if he turned his record around, if I met somebody like that, he's gonna tell me that he was in jail for whatever prison, but now he's this person, that person. So yeah, I'll still talk to him. That's not the type of dude I'm talking about. I'm talking about one that went
But
in prison, come
Gabe is
out, and
delusional
be doing a
because
hot mess.
nobody said that. Like, he's delusional. No
No,
one
he
said
could
that,
probably
sir.
misunderstand what was said. That's what
He
like
just
other people
said,
do.
no. Look. Such a fucking lady just said no. That's not exactly true, Gabe. Neither of the ladies up there said that. I'm like, I don't know.
You know, some
I
men don't be understanding stuff,
that girls, women say one thing, and
and they
y'all
say
hear
something
a
else.
whole nother. Y'all hear, I could say I like blue cake. Y'all thought I like cake this blue. I don't
Right.
know what the heck you doing. Look, and now he's quiet. You know
Um,
what? I'm going on mute.
she just done went on mute. Mm-mm-mm. And I'm still up here eating, y'all. This damn chicken is good. Okay, these chicken strips are good, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Chicken strips from where?
From Popeyes, somewhere I shouldn't be eating at. But this is the last day of unhealthy eating. But no, if he's turned his life around and stuff like that on a serious note, yeah, because he's going to tell you off the bat that he was incarcerated a long time ago. Now that's behind him, and you can see that his life has changed. That's totally different.
Okay. That's all I
Would you
want.
date a woman? Would you date a woman who went to prison for murder? She like murdered her husband, and then she got out.
I
What?
would.
Hell no,
If she bur-
she might kill me. Shit.
I would date. I would date
no,
a woman that did that.
she changed her life around though.
Mm-mm.
So it doesn't. Yeah, as long as you change your life around, I would date.
Man.
I would date. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I ain't dating no murderer. Unless it's
Hell
self
no.
defense.
I
I
ain't going
would.
for that. Hell
Cause
I
no.
they ass
would.
may
I
flip and
sure
murder
would.
your ass. They may flip and murder you
Okay,
one
and
day.
we're gonna be too much.
So
Listen.
y'all gonna be too what?
Listen, two murdering motherfuckers sitting up in that
Y'all
damn
gonna,
house.
that's what I be saying. We're gonna be two dead people because I'm gonna be killing. He gonna be doing the same thing. We're gonna be killing each other. We're gonna kill each other.
Listen, not playing around with these people. Not playing around.
Right.
Look, no, ain't nobody scared of you because you done went and tripped on a fork. Like, leave me
Shit.
alone.
But yeah, y'all, this is so good. Mm-hmm. Can y'all
Being
hear
a
me chewing?
convict, huh?
Let's see.
Being a convict is not an accomplishment, of course. But when some people just
Mm-hmm.
live that life, like, and if you live that life, you have. Do you know how much effort it takes to change it around? Do you know how
I
weird it
know that
is
right.
to go from getting like 3,000 a night to 3,000 every 2 weeks? Like that is a worrisome thing.
Right, right. Such a fucking lady. You're right. It's not. It's not on the accomplishment. You're right. Living a good life is,
Yeah,
and nobody wants to be in no damn jail cell. Right? To the person who said that. Ain't nobody trying to get their freedom taken away. That's what I always say. Who wants to be in jail? And I be hearing people bragging about being incarcerated for what? In a
right.
cell, they tell you what to do. You have to use the bathroom in front of another man. He, when you go in there and take a BM, he put his head the other way because or put something over his face because he don't want to smell you. That's disgusting, you know. And I'm up here eating and
Oh
talking
my
about
God,
this.
what? What happened in the jail cell? What happened?
When they
Who's
be in there, have to take a BM. You know, you don't want to
uh-huh.
smell nobody else. So you know they got to be turning their head the other way, put the cover over their face, or doing something to drain out that smell. That's
Ooh.
bad. Oh, that's fucking
I
disgusting. Okay.
that's not the life I live.
Oh shit.
I don't know what I would do if I ever went to jail. I don't know. I don't know.
I
I
just
ain't never been in no jail cell. I don't want to be.
I've been in a jail cell when I did that tour for my law class. But I ain't never been in no jail cell
Nope,
that I was
ain't
out there in that
even been in no tour. Nope.
I've been in that holding area. You know the holding area? The holding area right there. For that damn fight I had, I was in the holding area. I refused to go in the cell. And they didn't make me either.
Right, right. Mm-mm, mm-mm,
But
mm-mm. I would feel
mm-mm.
like they was trying to trick me. You
Right. I wasn't going in that damn cell because I
no,
ain't going up with them bitches. I'm gonna be
no,
perfectly honest.
no, that's a trick. You just want me to go in there so you can close the door. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. No, no, no.
They make you
I
put on their listen. They make you put on their. They make when you go to jail. They make you strip right. They make you put on all their underwear, and you put on that. If you like if you did like an aggravated assault or something like that, you put on that damn orange or whatever violent criminal colors they got. Okay, they separate them
she
damn
said
prisoners.
violent criminal.
Yeah, you wear different colors depending on what you did.
For real.
Non-violent and violent criminals. If you did any type of aggravated
Mhm.
assault, it's a violent criminal. Okay.
For real.
hmm And so, I would not want to be in there for no years, not even no weeks. Hell, not even a couple
Some people
days.
do weekends. They go to jail Friday. They get out Monday morning, and
Right.
every
I'm not doing
Friday
that.
they go.
I'm not doing it.
You could put 3 bands in a floorboard trigger. All you have to do is get them in all hundreds. That ain't nothing but like I don't know 30 bills. So like I don't know that number is kind of off. But anyway, listen, it's not that big. It's not that big of a stack. You feel me? It's
Uh,
not that big of a stack. Is what I'm getting to.
mm. What y'all talking about?
Uh, Ben.
Something else?
No, Ben said when you get in 3 bands, you need to put it under the floor for a rainy day, and he was like,
Oh yeah.
"You can't put it on in the floorboards. Why the hell you can't? It's not that big of a stack. You can put that in the wall, and just put
Uh,
some drywall over top of it. Y'all don't know how to make drywall? It's real easy.
uh.
What? I
Send it
know
to me.
I may
Send
sound
it to
like
me.
a
I'll keep it
criminal.
for you. Send it to me. I'll keep it for you.
I know. How am I not? You are not reading it right. How am I not reading it right? It's the words. Like, what the hell should I be? Is that me?
Good, y'all. See,
Is it me?
let me see what this reading.
It was J4. The purpose of this live is, would you date a man in jail? Yes, I would. Well, I've only dated one guy that was in jail, and I knew him before jail. So
Girl, I said late. I said your name wrong. Girl, I'm up here eating. That's why I said your name like that.
I
Hey,
knew him.
lady.
You just
I
had
knew
what's
him.
the name?
Hey,
She did.
Yeah, I think that Ben was saying was when he said something about, he said they're making 3 stacks a night, not just 3 stacks, 3 stacks a night, and you have to
Right.
know how to put it in the floor
that's
for a
still
rainy
not
day.
that much. It's
Right,
still
right,
not
right.
that
But hold on,
much.
wait 1 second. But what he's saying is you need to know how to put you not just make that money and then it really ain't that much. You got to learn how to stack your money so that you can get out of that little
Oh, I know
situation
that
that
part.
you're
I
in.
was just
That's what
talking
he's
about
saying. That's why I
Trey.
said you're not
Yeah,
reading it right.
I already know. No, I already knew that part. What I was talking about is Traeger said you can't put it in the floor bed board.
Y'all know
I
what
don't
y'all
really
talking
think
about.
he literally meant the floor bed.
Floorboard.
I don't think he really was meaning like put it in the flow, baby. I think he was like saying it like, learn how to put your you gotta
Traeger
learn how to
said
move
that.
your money around.
Traeger said that.
When you
I
But
are
was
y'all,
in
reading
the
the
street, you
comments.
know what you are
Am I
doing,
am I
and
but
therefore
y'all,
you better
but
be.
y'all telling
am
the
I
undercover
saying his
cops right
name
now what
wrong?
y'all do.
No, Ben
Y'all,
said it.
y'all telling the undercover cops what y'all doing.
I ain't
And guess
telling no
what?
undercover cops what I'm
And
doing
guess
because I
what?
ain't doing that. I am not a legal person.
And
I
guess
watch a
what?
lot of crime
Watch this.
ID channels and
Listen,
Discovery channels.
listen, listen. And guess what? Guess what? Say what?
What?
What, girl?
Oh, we got
What?
we got an FBI agent right now in the back of the bushes, waiting to get up here.
Oh Lord.
Who is that?
Y'all, I'm joking.
Girl, but
Ooh,
listen, it don't even
child.
matter because we
Like I
don't know
said,
nothing
I
about
watch
that
a lot of.
doggone life. We
I
saying
don't know nothing for real. I
yeah,
don't
we're
know
saying
nothing
the
for
topic
real.
is would
I
you be able to date someone in this type of
right, right,
situation?
right, right, right. That's the
Not
topic.
so
That's
much.
the
Boy.
topic.
Wait a minute, one
Yeah.
second. Not so much as a drug dealer or whatever. Anything that they do, it's not so much what they do. The question is, would you be able to date someone who is incarcerated or has been incarcerated? Meaning that's your preference. So it's not like
Okay.
we're not judging anyone.
But it
We're not.
wouldn't be a preference though. It's
It
just
would
would
be.
you do it? That's not my preference, but what I would do, would I do it? Yes, but that's
Oh,
not
you
my
said
preference.
okay.
Well,
You
if
understand?
you gonna do it, that's your preference. If you just
But
not, that's
no,
not
no,
your
because
preference. You done
that's not my
belittled yourself
preference
to
to
go ahead and be with that type of person. Because if you're with
no,
that person and your preference is to be with
no,
someone who's not that person, then you just
no,
belittled yourself.
no, 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 no. No, no. That's not my preference, but would I do it if I needed to? Yes, I would.
No, no,
So
no.
you
That ain't the
trying to
question,
tell
though.
me?
That's not the question. The question
So
is,
what's the
would you
question?
date someone who is incarcerated or who has been incarcerated? Not nothing outside of that. It's would you date someone who is incarcerated or has been incarcerated? That's if you say, okay, no, my
That would make
preference
it a
is to
preference.
not date that type of person. So no, my answer to the question would be no, I would not date someone who has been incarcerated or who is
That's not a
incarcerated because
preference, though. But
that
that's
is
not
a
a
preference.
preference. That's not. That wouldn't be my preference. That would just be the person that I was dating got locked up.
No, no, no. That we didn't just ask you if
So would
someone.
you say? So
That's
would
not
you
the
say?
same thing. That's not
Okay,
the
so I
same
got a
thing.
question. I got a question. So would you, if the person you were dating got locked up, you would, you would, you would basically say fuck you,
Depending on what they
basically.
got locked up for. Yeah, I probably would.
Okay, so if you wouldn't say fuck you, then you would date them, and that would be your preference.
Basically, yeah. My preference would be that's why it
No.
says someone who is incarcerated or someone who isn't incarcerated.
Okay.
And we're talking about it. So we're basically saying, okay, if you would date this type of person, what would make you date this type of person? Like when you first came up, you said, well, what's y'all think about it? What would make you date a type of person? If you wouldn't, what would make you say you don't date this type of person? So me, if I was already dating someone, that doesn't mean that they're already incarcerated
Right,
or is
man.
incarcerated. So that's not me dealing with someone who is or isn't incarcerated. Now, if we're
Right.
already dating and they get into a situation and they get incarcerated, depending on what you didn't got, they didn't lock you up for. Now, if it's something petty and just some stupid stuff, then okay, yeah, I may be able to deal with that. But if you're out there doing something to the public or the community or the children or something of that sort, then no, I'm not signing up for that. And yes, you're definitely alone. I'm sorry. Yeah. And even if it is something right, depending on how long you got to be in there, you still may be alone. Yeah, real shit. That's my preference.
So your preference is you would date a guy if he got locked up, as long as it wasn't so terrible. Cool.
No. My preference is to not date anyone who has been locked up. I don't want to date someone who is living the life of what you have to look behind your shoulder and always think that you're going to get locked up. That's my preference. But if you actually get into a situation and then you have to get locked up, if it's not nothing that is disrespectful,
you would be there. You would be there. So that would be your preference.
No, I wouldn't be there. No, wrong person. I would not be there. If they tell you got
you
too
would
much,
drop
I'm not
them
there.
like a bad habit if they got locked up.
Yeah, I mean, it may not. I wouldn't even look at it as a bad habit. I just look at something I'm not dealing with. I don't care what the habit is. I'm just not dealing with it. It's not going to be in my life. I don't care what it is.
I'm saying you would drop them like a bad habit. It was a metaphor, and what I was saying is you would just drop them if they got locked up. You would drop them. You wouldn't deal with it.
No, I wouldn't.
Got it.
Because
but I would also drop someone like a bad habit for smaller things. You don't even gotta go to jail for me to drop you.
I know. We were just talking about jail, though.
Yeah, I would definitely do that. They definitely, they're not type because I don't want to be with someone that we have to always be worried about the police or we have to be worried about. Oh well, let's not do this because they're gonna pull us over. What? Why do we? No, I don't want to live that life.
Or don't ask no direct questions and stuff. Don't ask me no direct questions. You got to be on.
What is doing? I really believe movies and TV shows have been.
Oh no! Listen. This comes from experience. This comes from experience right here. Okay, what I'm talking about. Some people don't like to ask you. Don't ask no direct questions.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get to the chat. No, being I'm not saying I'm choosing love over loyalty because my thing is if we're in a relationship, we're in a committed relationship. How you go outside of that, how you act outside the world when you're away from me, you're representing me. So if your representation is something that you got to go to jail for something so stupid that you didn't know how to control yourself until you got home to do whatever it is, then you don't have no loyalty to me because not only are they taking me from you, they're taking you from me. So even though you have to, I think everybody they can't hear the whole conversation because everybody off mute. But even though you are going to jail, it could be for the either for something small. I would understand that, like a traffic ticket or some bullshit like that. I've been to jail, so I know what it is. I'm not trying to say that I would look at nobody no different because I wouldn't. But what I'm willing to be with and spend the rest of my life with is completely different. I don't want that man that we have to always be looking over our shoulder. I want the man that we can go and enjoy our life. The time is precious. We're never getting that back. So I don't want not a second soul from me. I don't want my man to be away from me not 1 second just because of some bullcrap that's happening out there in the world. Now I've also been a part of a situation where I've had to deal with something like that, but I knew, okay, at that point we grew too much, we bonded too much, we had too much to just let that go, and it was something small that you went to jail for. Now, if we already spent that time and that we built that foundation, that's completely different from me just being with someone and you just go spend, you got to go spend some time in jail. We're just getting to know each other. So a part of me getting to know you is you're going to jail.
Okay, so I don't know what kind of line we just went down, but it was a long.
No, you just lost me because who doesn't understand what kind of line we just went down?
I don't know.
Well, okay, so next to the next person, because if you don't know, then you're not your opinion is not.
So, because I was trying to get to what you were talking about. And what you were
Let's talk
talking
about
about,
what if he went to jail for protecting you? That's
would you
different.
still
That's
date
different.
That's
him?
different.
So then,
What?
That's totally
so
different.
then,
She's
okay.
talking about. I understand what lady, such a fucking lady is saying
I'm trying to
because
get to
right,
what Queen talk about because it's like she's throwing. I'm trying to figure
nobody,
out what's going on.
nobody.
What you saying, Queen? Hold on 1 second, Shay. What you
I'm
saying,
Okay,
Queen?
trying to so then if you would date, see, because in one hand you're saying you wouldn't date a man that gets locked up, and in another hand you're saying that you would, depends on circumstances.
No, that's not what I said. I said if we're dating, then I'm not
Uh-huh.
signing up for it. If we've built a foundation, that's no longer dating. We have a commitment to each other. That's what I said. Now, like me on my just now said, if he went to jail for protect, that's completely different. We've built the foundation. And if you're going for protecting me, of course, I'm not gonna just not, turn my back on you. You're protecting me. So now I have to protect you. Make sure that you don't have to go through that situation of being alone because you made sure I didn't have to go through that situation of feeling alone when you had to protect me. So that's completely different. Now, if we're dating, then I don't want to sign up for it. If we built the foundation and something happens, I'm definitely not going to walk out on that because time is precious and I'm not never going to get that back. But when it comes to dating, then that's not you just showed me that that's something that if you're just like somebody else just said in the chat trigger. I'm not about to date a habitual offender. If that's what you
right,
do, that's what you do. I'm not signing up for it. Period.
right. I agree. You summed it up pretty good. I say the same thing. I say the same thing because when you date people that been in prison and especially the ones who
Facts,
still doing
trigger.
stuff, they doing stuff on the down low.
All right,
They
y'all.
always watching. They always watching they back and got you watching it too.
Mm.
Right. Hold on. J4 said, so what if they went to jail for protecting a family member of theirs? Then that's fine. It depends on, if we're in a committed relationship or if we're just dating. Because if we're going to jail for, protecting people, then of course I just can't look, that's not something bad. Like that's what I said. It depends on what you're going to jail for. Now, that's not something bad to me, but then depending on the depth of our relationship and where I think that we're going, then if I feel like, okay, well, that one person may have needed protected, and your protection was to do what you have to do to go to jail. So
So
anybody else, hold on 1 second. Anybody else who you may need to protect because that's your family member and you should protect them, then is that going to be the same road you take to have to end up going to jail? Because there's many ways of protection that you don't have to end up being in a situation where it's I'm going to put my freedom on the line because if it's self-defense, that's completely different. If it's self-defense and a family member and they actually came onto the property or something of that sort, that's different. You're not going to jail for that. That's
Right.
self-defense. Now, of course, I'm
if he
not
is
going to count that
protecting
against
you.
you. That doesn't sound smart. That doesn't sound
All right.
logical. Like, I mean, let's be grown-ups here.
I was trying to wait for Miss Renee to come back, but all right, yeah, that's kind of cool. What y'all talking about? You know?
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
well, back to the
But
chat. Let me see. Hold on.
I have to go, y'all, because it's another stream starting. And I was just trying to support Miss Renee for a little bit.
Okay.
So she
Thank you for
left
All
coming
right
up.
right,
on
thank
up
you
out of
for
here.
coming.
It was
Everybody
nice
in the
meeting
chat and everybody that visited, we ask y'all to please hit the like button. You can support
you.
the host at $ Miss Renee 711. And let's just keep it grown, folks, and let's just hit up a
Yeah.
conversation.
Yeah. It was nice meeting you, Shay. Uh
Likewise.
it was, yeah. And tell Miss Renee it was nice being on her stream when she gets back.
Okay.
Thank you.
Uh,
All
you're
right.
welcome.
Bye, y'all.
Take care.
So it matters if y'all are in a committed relationship, if he protecting his family member, but it doesn't matter if the relationship was committed, if he's protecting you. Um, Yeah, I mean that may be like something like of a you can always be with your family member but just because that you're protecting them doesn't mean that that's something that I want to sign up for. Like they say,
Right.
you got to learn how to fight your battles. Not every battle is yours to fight. So you have to
Right
learn
on.
how to be mature and grown about the situation. Now, even if you're just protecting me, I don't want protecting me to end you up in jail because if you have to protect me, best believe it's going to be a situation to where they came to us. So that's our defense. we're not in the wrong for that. And you're not going to jail for that. If anything, you're going to serve a couple days and then it's going to get thrown out of. Of course, I'm rolling with you. Even the same thing as a family member. But you can't be in a relationship with someone, like when you are in a committed relationship, that's like, talking about marriage and trying to make it work and fighting through, with the trials and tribulations. But that trial and tribulations have to be within our relationship, not you out there fighting battles for any and everybody. I mean, even if it's your family member, if that's the case, then your family member is going to always be your family member. So if that's what you take to the most high or whatever, that's what you have to abide by, then okay, cool beans. But you getting out there and having to go and act a fool for your family member may be taking you away from me and our commitment, our family. So if that's something that you're willing to put on the line, then you already know you're putting it on the line.
Right.
Just like they say, but that's, like I said at the beginning, that's my preference. That's the preference in me, myself, not speaking on anyone direct or anything of that sort. That's just speaking on me, my preference. Right. I don't have to be, I don't have to, I don't have to settle for what somebody else thinks they'll settle for. That's right. your preference. And I don't think that I would never disrespect somebody or talk down on them because that's your preference, because that's right. Your preference. You have to deal with that, not me.
Right. And I don't know why people don't understand. It's like they try to make you change your preference. If somebody don't want you because you've been incarcerated, move on to the next person. You can't knock somebody
out there who like incarcerated right. people. So J4 said, I'm definitely not qualified. I see why I'm a law-abiding citizen. I can't handle this complex issues. Yeah, that's true. Like you can't. Yeah, I mean, but see, that's the thing, though. You sign up for whatever you sign up for. You got to be able to, take it on the chin. Like if you sign up for those type of things, it's nothing wrong with being a law-abiding citizen. That whether people say, "Oh, you're allowing people to, control you," no. I just know that. If what me responding in a negative matter is going to allow me to be locked up and you take my freedom from me, I'm not willing to go ahead and throw that up for you. That's not my, that's not what I'm going, because I feel like I deserve more. I want to spend time with my loved ones. I don't want to miss a moment. I want to be there. And I want the man that I want to be in a relationship to be there. Now, I don't look down on those who do go and do that, who are with those type of people, because everybody has feelings and everyone should be respected of who they are. And that, that's like letting people know that you can still be yourself. Although I may not be the one for you, that doesn't say that there's not one out there for you. Last I heard, there's someone for everyone. So it's just not me. I'm not saying we can't be friends. We just can't be in that type of committed relationship, because I feel like your commitment is to me or whatever we build, not to the streets or not to, your homeboys or not to your cutties that want you to go and do something on the block. Not me. Because if they're allowing you to put your life in that type of jeopardy, or you have to go out of your way to do certain things that's going to allow you to go to jail or prison, then that's somebody not giving a F about you, because you already know that when you do this, you're putting your life in jeopardy. Whether you're going to be killed or you're going to be locked up, you're putting your life in jeopardy. When people go to jail, that doesn't just affect them. That affects all the loved ones around them.
That's right.
So I don't want to deal with that pain. That's just my preference. I don't want that pain. I don't want that. I don't want to have to heal from there or just be stronger than what. I don't want to do that. That's just what I don't want to do. And it's okay. And it's okay for those who do want to do that. I don't look down on anyone who wants to do that. That's definitely okay. Like, this isn't a topic to where we need to feel like, we're attacking each other, because we're not. We're all open to everyone's opinion. But we have to respect everyone's opinion also. Wow. Those who don't think that they should do, those who think that they don't want to do that in their actual life, there's nothing wrong with it. If you want to share your opinion, there's nothing wrong with that either. And then I would not have a objection to those who want to share them wanting to do that or don't want to do. It's okay. Like that's what the conversation is for. Let's talk about. What the fuck?
You made a lot of good sense.
Gage is not the, hold on, like my mom told me, you put yourself in those deals with it and felt like yourself. Yeah, exactly, Ben. Exactly. Yeah, my that had a good point. Hold on, let me see what Mil Mai said. J4 maybe getting slapped running back to the Sam, saying he got jumped, lying. Now everybody right there.
What did he say? What did he say? What did me or mine say?
Me on my ain't ass. Me on
What
my
did he
said
say?
J4. Men be getting slapped, run back to the family, saying he got jumped on lie. Now everybody ride out to his lie. So I see what she's saying.
J4. Me or mine is a trip.
Me on my he is a fool. But yeah, I mean, but like I said though, that's just
I
my
like me
preference.
or mine.
But yeah, basically that's what I'm saying. Like, when I'm in a relationship, I like to when I step away from my man, when I'm outside in the outside world away from him, I'm still representing him. So I'm not about to be anything less than a freaking lady, period.
I know
But
that's right.
I want him to feel the same way. That's how I know you have that love and commitment to me, because when you step out there, you should feel like I ain't finna do nothing that ain't gonna allow me to go back home. At the end of the day,
Right.
you hear even police officers say that, and I can't stand them,
Yep.
but police officers say that. At the end of the day, we going back home. If we get in a situation to where it's me or them, I'm going home. That period, point blank. So I feel like everyone should also be in that type of mind frame. Because if it's me or somebody else, I'm not finna. No, it's not. I'm not finna do that. Now, people need to understand the difference between defense and just going out there looking for a problem. If you're looking for a problem, you're gonna get exactly what you're looking for one day. They say you knock on a devil door someday. Somebody gonna answer. So I mean, you got to understand what you're going out there looking for. Don't be going out there looking for trouble and then you come back home like, I didn't think trouble was gonna find me. Well, why was you looking for? Y'all found each other. You get what I'm saying? Like, I mean, at some point you got to be a grown man when you step out there when you want to be with a grown woman. And that's the same as a woman. You have to be a grown woman when you step out there and you want to be with a grown man. Period, point blank. Whether it's how you carry yourself, your demeanor, the respect that you hold within yourself, all of that all counts of being in a relationship. Because when you're away from me, you still represent me. And when I'm away from him, I still have to represent him. I'm not gonna do nothing that's gonna make him feel like, man, I can't believe my girl did this. Now I got no, baby. No. Now I'm gonna go home and I'm not gonna look behind me to see if you trailing me, because if you pull up, you're not pulling out. Period, point blank. That's my defense. I went home. I was at home. I was trying to enjoy my family, and I was rudely interrupted. I'm not going to jail for that. Now, if I go out there and I'm like, okay, well, shoot, you said to my bruh, so I'm about to air it out. Okay, well, when you air it out, you do know you're gonna air up in lockdown as soon as they get you. Period, point blank. You already knew that.
Yep.
That's just the mentality that I have. I'm just saying.
Shit, I don't blame you. I mean, I think basically the same way. That's what I was trying to say. You just said.
Hold on one second. I'm so sorry. Gabe, ain't nobody twerking. What, honey? Gabe wants somebody to twerk something. But go ahead.
He been saying that for the longest on there. Okay. You was here for the whole live?
Who?
You. Oh, okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. That's my mentality. Some things I'm not dealing with. So I just rather, carry on with the conversation and what people prefer. That's not, nothing direct or anything of that sort. That's just my preference. Like, I'm not, it's not towards nobody per se.
Where's Miss Renee at? Disappeared.
Child, she probably still there.
She probably what?
She probably still there. Just stepped away from the phone or something. But yeah, it was kind of like a deep topic for everybody to get involved in.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing though. Grown folks should be able to have any type of topic. There shouldn't be a topic that you can't have and be grown about it. Like,
I don't like it when people saw all that damn screaming and stuff and then don't let other people talk. I don't like people who do that because everybody should be able to talk.
That's the thing though. With some battles, remember I said some battles ain't yours to fight. So if it's already over, I'm not finna fight it. That's over. I'm not about to handle it. I'm about to deal with it. That's not a battle. I don't even got time for it. But yeah.
You're right.
I'm here for the men, not for twerking. Miss Grace says, hold up. You ain't here for nobody.
He's here for the twerking, huh?
Now hold on now.
He is here for the twerking.
Miss Gray, that's my sister.
Oh, okay.
She said she here for the man, not for the twerking.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Who leading a high speed chase? Oh, whatever, J4.
What do you say? J4 so crazy.
He said somebody leading a high speed chase because I said, now I'm going home. If you come with me.
Oh shit. I ain't even looking at the chat, y'all. No, this is not my money right here. Lady Ray, you still there?
Girl, yeah, my screen had froze. I was trying to come back to it. So, well, Miss Renee stepped away. We'd have been on this topic a long time. I could open up another one. I have company. I wish they will hurry up and go. Girl, I was finna say I was finna shut it down and just open up another one because I don't want to just go ahead and splurge into it, both just collide. But if somebody's background. Oh, he said somebody's background sound like that's the football game in my background. Yeah, that's what that is, the football game, But
y'all hear me at that beeping noise is this ATM machine in case y'all hear that.
Oh, I know. What you say, girl? Wait, what Trigger say? Trigger. Oh no, Trigger. Yeah, see, I'm the little sister that really don't got it all. Like, ain't nobody sliding anywhere over there. For real. But so y'all, it's Saturday. Y'all know, grown folks be just,
chilling,
taking it as they come. But what does everybody else have planned for the day?
I'm shopping. They go shopping.
I know that. That's right. It's not like you at Walmart. Go check out.
I'm not. I'm at the ATM machine. I'm getting ready to go to the store and get a few things.
Oh, girl, god damn. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, then I'm
pressing a whole bunch of buttons.
But I thought I was. Look. I'm gonna do a joke now. I probably should, but I am.
No, you don't. No, we ain't finna do it.
Okay. Okay.
It's a party going on.
Girl, you're so silly.
Man, I had walked through the other room and I got the football game on in one room and I got y'all on there. Hold on. Jack got 7, Kentucky got 10.
Okay.
Wait. Oh no, wait. This Kansas City 10 and Jacksonville 7. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I said Jack and
okay.
Yes, honey. J4, you not watching the doggone game either. He probably doing the same thing I'm doing.
You know he got that game on. All these dudes got this game on. That's why they call my ex, because I know he watching it. They be watching the game, be on the phone at the same time. The game.
Absolutely not, Miss Grace. That's absolutely not happening, sis. I'm sorry. No, ma'am, Pam. I don't even. Okay, he's watching College Hoops. Now, I'm sorry, Ma'am. I don't even know what those letters stand for. Ian.
I'll be right back, boy.
I'm sorry, Ma'am. I don't even know what those letters stand for, baby. You gotta break that down for me, honey.
I'll be right back, boy. You going in there too? Okay. Yeah, it's right across there. Hurry up, because I gotta take the girl to work. Are you going in or not? Okay.
I know that's right, Trick. She said she's twerking about her husband, baby. Twerk, twirl. I know that's right. I ain't mad at you, honey.
I gotta find me a rich husband. I gotta find me a rich husband.
Child, all them buttons you was pressing in the doggone ATM, forget it. Somebody knows from the colleges. It's Saturday. I think this is college football that's on.
I'll be right back, boy.
Hey. Gabe's watching the twerk team. He's lying. Gabe, you lied without even have to be asked. Like your lies.
Gabe? Gabe been
Master
hanging in for
P.
a long time. All these people been hanging in for a long time.
Wait a minute, Master P.
Nice car.
Wait,
Nice car.
Master P broke. Okay, me on my. Wait, what?
He broke. Master P broke.
I don't know.
Mm, let's get in the
Yeah, ain't
store.
nobody finna let's go with you, Gabe. I don't, huh? What? If it don't involve Dallas, man, let's go.
Dallas to Dallas, Dallas, Dallas.
Yes, honey. Yes, yes, yes.
I put Dallas because I used to live in Dallas, Fort Worth, in Kelly, Texas.
Man, me on my listen. What's your thoughts on that? Now, see, I don't understand that. What's your thoughts on that, me on my? Because let me tell you something. Try let me this baby. Let me tell you. If she sue me, what is he suing for? That boy literally said, "I've been in the same. We've been living in the same house since I was 18," and I don't even agree with Charleston White. But you know what that? I agree with Charleston White there. You know what that tells me? That means that he had stability. If you was able to live in it, you know how many people be house to house to house to house, drop this and get evicted out of this. That man has. I don't know if he's broke. I don't know. But I know
Yeah,
that
man, this
he was a okay father in the public eye. And if it took back
Oh,
Romeo all this time, we can hear your background, Shay. You can go on mute. If it
oh,
took
okay,
Romeo
sorry.
all this time to finally come up and say something because he didn't allow you to do whatever you wanted to do or get whatever you wanted to get, at that point in talking, I'm just saying, I understand that he did do some things, that where he should have had some money put up when he was older. And I don't think that for 1 second he didn't have that, because you ain't living that life that you living right now if your daddy wouldn't have made a way. That's just my honest opinion. Like, people who don't have nobody and who are parents are just not doing what they're supposed to do. They're not out here being able to live the best life they can. They're not doing that. You out here able to, you could take care of your kids without having a 9 to 5 job. You could go talking on doggone different social sites, and just because you opening your mouth, you get a paycheck. You can go out here and buy what they call lofts that are millions of dollars, and you live there and you live there and you live there and you live all over everywhere without you having to do something. You didn't do, your dad did that for you. He left you something to fall back on. I think his dad was being a controlling dad. Mm, what you mean by controlling? Because I don't know. I'm very controlling. So what you mean by controlling? I don't know. Because I mean, let me put it like this. I was raised in homes where I wasn't, until I was got with my uncle, I wasn't, didn't nobody watch over and be like, you ain't allowed to do this, you ain't allowed to do that. And when I finally got older and I seen all these girls was on here and they was like, oh, she got this picture out, oh, this slut shame, oh, this, oh, this, that. I had to look back and I had to tell mom, I appreciate the fact that you kept the bars on the window. You kept me locked up in the house. I appreciate it, because it made me the woman that I am today, because ain't nobody out here able to say that about me like they can about the next. So I don't know. I don't control as if you are a child, what is he gonna buy with the money besides candy? He should control that as a child. Now, when he got older, he didn't control it, because that's when Romeo was able to go his separate ways, right? I mean, I'm not sure, but I'm saying, as a child, we should, make sure that our children are doing what they need to do with their funds, so that they're not just out here buying candy at every factory. Like, kids don't have no bills. Kids don't know how to save. Kids don't know how to, look for the future, because they only live for the moment. So if he had just been like, oh yeah, well, you went and you did this CD, there go your money, and Romeo went and spent it on all the lollipops and all the girls in the yard, then what? Then he would be sitting here saying what? Like, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He might be broke. Master P might be broke, but to my eyesight, what is broke? Because Master P living a better life than a lot of us. So if he broke, then Lord have mercy. Please don't ask me nothing about me, honey. Like that shit. I don't know. No, if it's his biz deal, Romeo saying his dad. I don't know if he didn't say. So listen. No, I didn't. I know people who don't have any type of saving when they get 18 years old, and that's not the life that they're able to live. That the type of life that Romeo has. So are we really saying that he didn't say? And where has Romeo ever worked? And what was Romeo? I mean, if it wasn't for Bow Wow, if that's the case, then is they fronting Bow Wow any? Because if it wasn't for Bow Wow, Romeo would have not been much of anything. It was him trying to compete with Bow Wow that made him anything, and it wasn't even some. All I remember is, oh no, that was Little Bow Wow. Little Bow Wow, you just don't know. Okay, well, mate, I don't remember any Romeo songs, but I remember who he is. But I mean, he didn't save anything, but he made sure that he had a roof over his head. Romeo didn't have to ask for anything, and he was good off in life. And when he got 18, he was able to live a good life. So I'm not sure. My husband, my best friend, we act rich, but we did build and still building together. Big facts trigger. That's how you're supposed to do. Building your foundation. Yes. I don't see her. See who? Romeo is entitled. How you sit around a boss and not learn anything. Okay, then wake it up, baby. Wake it up. That's what I'm saying. He learned something though. That's the topic that J4. Me on my just now wanted to talk about that. So that's what we started talking about J4. But Bow Wow is Bow Wow and Little Romeo. Did he ever take off the Little in Romeo? Bow Wow took off the Little in Little Bow Wow. I don't really remember Romeo besides his little competition with Bow Wow, and I'm being honest. That's what I said, J4, but I was trying to get off the whole, because everybody was uptight about the whole incarceration. So when me or my brought the topic up, I just fell into it. Why I thought she isn't very near the fuck shit, so she lay. Big fact. She was tapping. Yeah, because that's the only era I remember them. Like, I don't think Bow Wow, I don't know them like that. Like Little Bow Wow, you just don't know. That's the only song I really remember. And that's the only song I remember. I don't know them being older, but I do know that I can't really put my foot in on Master P and Little Romeo stuff because everybody got their own different ways of parenting in my mind. Like, I mean, nobody can tell you how to raise your child. Only you know your child. Little Romeo. But wait a minute. I thought that Little Romeo did take over, not him, but his mom. I thought Little Romeo's mom had fought Master P to take over his financial stability. So I'm not actually, I don't know. That whole situation that I don't know. Me or mine kind of like threw me through a loop there because that's what I thought. I thought that Little Romeo's mom had started being over his stuff because them two weren't together. And he said that him and his mom had been in this house since they were 18 years old. Well, since he was 18 years old. So that tells me that that's called a foundation. I mean, that's like, when you leave something for your kids, that's what that's called. If you were able to say that you was in that house since you was 18 years old, that's what's up. Not too many of us could say that. I don't know what's the bad part of that. Like, I can't talk down on Master P and his parenting because of that, because that doesn't say that he wasn't a good parent. That doesn't say that he took over his child's money or any of that things. And he still was throwing stuff at Little Romeo once he got older, like trying to get him in different deals and trying to put him on different acts. But it was always following, Little Bow Wow's lead. So let's be clear. Without Bow Wow, you wouldn't be anything for your dad to even save anything. Your dad was somebody, though. That's why everybody dealt with you trying to be somebody, but it never really took off like that. What's that? IDCC. What's IDCC? I don't care. What's IDCC? All I can come to mind is I don't care. I don't care, cunt. What's IDCC? Now, y'all know I don't have no filter, and I'm trying to do this. So, wait a minute. What's IDCC, J4? They took everything from the mom. She was, okay. Yeah, I never even knew that much. Well, okay, so P raised them in that house then since he was 18 years old, then, I guess. because he said he was there since he was 18. So maybe I'm different, but to me that says that you were able, he was stable. You can't stay somewhere in $1 million house and stay there for years and years and years if you're not stable. You have to know how to manage your money and do all that. Like I don't know. And I let's just be clear, without Romeo, Master P still would have been Master P. Romeo wouldn't have been who he was without Master P. Like he couldn't have stood on his 10 without his dad being who he was. Like I still don't remember who Romeo is. I remember him from following behind Little Bow Wow. He wanted to, it was him or Little Bow Wow, but obviously it was Little Bow Wow. Y'all, I'm hollering. But yeah, I don't know about that. But yeah, that's what I took the heat with it. With that whole situation that me and Ma had brought up. But y'all, oh, she ain't even dropped down yet. Damn. Well, Miss Renee, I'm finna drop down. And I'll be in the chat if you need me. Or if you can't hear me, I'm finna
Girl,
call
I'm
you.
getting ready
No,
to
you're
drop down
not.
because
No,
I'm
you're
getting ready
Yeah,
to
not.
drop
you
down
need
too.
to close this and then start a new topic because it's just plotting.
Right.
Okay, I end this and open up open
And
topic
then
and
how
talk
you gonna
about
come to the
everything.
phone when I said that, girl?
Because
Where
she
was your
was there
input the
all
whole
along.
time?
I told y'all listening. I got company. I was listening.
Oh, okay. All right, well go ahead and end it. I'm finna drop
Okay.
down.
All right. Me too. All right.
Okay, I'm gonna end it and reopen another chat. I'm just gonna do open panel so that way you can talk about everything. Or I should wait till after the game and then come back on. What y'all think? I should wait. I don't know because a lot of people got a lot of chat open. I don't know. um, let's see. I think I'm gonna go back live. Okay, I'm finna end this, y'all, and I'll come right back.